Yeah, just having fights with people around town and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's nothing I'm proud of, but it was.
Oh, it's the journey?
Yeah, it's the journey, bro. That's what led me to martial arts gym. So that day, I remember the day that I walked into the city kickboxing gym, the first 5 minutes of me being in there humbled me forever, bro. Like, I will never forget that. 4:50 a.m. So I'm getting up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 to leave my house to go. I'm driving an hour and a half to go get a hiding every single day, bro. But Dan Hooker was up there, Israel Sanya, he hadn't got the title yet. Carlos Alberg was pretty much just coming onto the scene. From sitting in rooms, smoking cones with people all day, every day, to all of a sudden flip 180, and just now I'm surrounded by legends. And that's when I'd shed all that weight back down to
130 something to 70. How old were you when you went into that?
I would have been about 10 or 11. All I could think was is there not one family member out there that would take me at all? So I don't know, otherwise just run away.
For that, bro, but you're training for the rugby. You're part of the Levin Wanderers. So how's that going?
It's going good, bro. It's definitely in a lot better place than what I've ever seen it before. Everyone was just fighting. We had a real bad reputation for chatting to the refs or supporters having fights on the sidelines and things like that. Slowly walking out of that shadow of being that team that no one really wants to come down and hear and play. And
the 60-second fades.
Yeah.
What gave you the idea to start doing that?
I was like, holy shit, this is a gold mine, bro. I was like, this could pop off.
Yeah.
He literally sanctioned our event, so it's all safe. We make sure we've all got all the right medics, professional medics, referees, judges, all of that sort of thing. Ticks all the boxes, and it's a safe sport.
And did you win one?
Yeah, won the first one.
First one.
Yeah, that's massive. So congratulations, you got the prize money.
Yeah, bro.
5K.
Yeah.
What did you spend that on?
I brought my daughter a car.
Was it your first fight in the bare knuckle? And you hit that straight and it just bang, just dropped them.
So this is Dan Hooker's 1MinScraps.
Yeah, just last weekend. Yeah.
Oh, last weekend, the one that's just been.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I was supposed to be in the finals, but I couldn't carry on because I got a cut to my eye. 5K for a clean knockout.
Oh, okay.
So I got 5K for that.
You got 5K off that?
But I'm 6 at the Bros too.
Great. What's the other grand for?
Best knockout or something.
Oh shit! You got a thing going there.
Where you from?
Kia ora, welcome back to the Making a Statement podcast. We are back with episode 31. Welcome. That's a celebration in itself. It's just ongoing, up and up every week. I'm Dills. This is Making a Statement. We're about breaking the stigma. We do that by having open, raw, honest conversations, uncensored, unfiltered, uneducated, uncensored, unsubscribed. No. To the right of me, we got Brother E.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
And behind the scenes on the ones and twos, holding it down, Cuzzy DJ TJ.
Yo.
Kia ora. So tonight we've got another special guest. It's a whole different ball game of stories. Again, like we're just saying, put it out there to anybody out there with a story. You're welcome to hit us up because we might just be able to talk on this podcast. Our guest tonight, Jordy. He is a founder of the 60-second fades 1MinScraps that is now just launched in Levin. He is an active player for the Wanderers. He's a mixed martial artist that is trained in the city kickboxing camp up in Auckland alongside some of the greats, and he's here to talk to us. So, bro, welcome.
Sure, brother. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Was that an all right introduction?
Yeah, felt you gassing me up, but that was cool.
Nah, cool. Well, we're here to hear about it, bro. Yeah. So that's really cool. Anything you want to just quickly say to people before we kick it off?
No, we'll just slowly unravel everything as we get on. But I do appreciate you having me on board, and looking forward to having you on with you.
Man,
cheer, bro. Well, we kick off with a mental health check-in.
Yeah,
that's what we start with. Is where you at out of 10 for the week that we've had. So where would you put yourself?
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'd say easily up between 8 and 9. It's definitely been a lot of darker days before, so I could only Yeah, no, I mean, bro. I'm Mickey.
Like an 8 and all 9, that's a pretty up there.
Yeah, life's pretty good at the moment.
Yeah. Any highlights? Anything spectacular here?
I just had my 30th the weekend just gone, so it's sort of been like getting my cup filled up from the people close to me and the people that mean something to me. It's been pretty cool, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I had celebrated mine last month.
Yeah.
We got stormed out of a campsite, but the people that I was with, that's what mattered. So
yeah, bro, that's exactly
facts.
it.
Cuzzy DJ TJ, where you at out of 10?
Fuck. Oh.
That's rangatahi jar material, bro.
Yeah.
So right from the get-go, right from the jump, if we swear on this podcast, we've got a rangatahi jar here. We're putting 50 cents, donating that into this jar every time a curse word gets dropped on this episode. So we are unfiltered, uncensored, unscripted, and unedited. But to make up for that, we're going to raise some funds. The funds go back to a cause or local youth group in our community. So recently we put our last lot of funds to the Dance Academy in the Levin youth group and sponsored a team there. So this time around we got funds to raise, and we're going to put it somewhere. If you might know where that goes, just let us know. Sorry, Trev, where you at?
I'd say a solid 7 probably. Yeah. Nothing too interesting, nothing too boring.
You're about to say an 8 and then you quickly changed it to a 7. Well, what made you drop it from 8 to a 7?
Because he had to donate his money to a good cause.
No. I got a new kitten.
What's his name?
Still haven't picked out her name. It's not going to be Cat Baby. What else?
That's a plug right there, though. Like, if anybody's watching, like, maybe drop a name in there for the cat.
No, yeah, drop a name for the cat. We still haven't figured it out. What else? Literally just finished work not long ago. Yeah, just tired, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you. Feel you. Brother E, where you at?
I'm good. I'm a 9 this week. I've gone up again. Things are flowing in, like I said last week. Started doing like my own mahi on the side as well, so the phone hasn't stopped ringing. So more mahi means more money. So yeah, so it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it, and I would be a 10, but Layla's sick, and I don't like when my kids are sick, so it makes me feel a little bit lower than normal. So I would be a 10, but just don't really like my baby's been sick, so that takes me a little bit down. Hopefully she feels better tomorrow. Been like 2 or 3 days now, so
hopefully baby doesn't get it
again.
Yeah,
he was only sick 2 weeks ago. It's like it's non-stop. The winter hasn't even started yet, and it's already
but I mean, it's been a pretty crap summer.
But yeah,
I'm at 8. I'm gonna go with an 8. Shit's good, making moves and being busy. I'm banned from or restricted on Facebook, so whatever you guys were listening to last week, I was trying to fight that battle against the AI bots and I lost. So I'm restricted for 3 months. So yeah, if you are watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because this platform on YouTube is maybe how you can, tune in. The Facebook's not really gonna show you anymore. But everything's going good. Mahi's going good. Music's going good. Life's going good. So yeah, I'm gonna say 8.
Solid.
So we are going to a hot topic, bro. So you know what this is because you added something into the box before. Yep. So essentially, this is just a one topic, a word, a sentence, a question, whatever it is. Our previous guests have written something and left it for us on a piece of paper. So we're going to pull something out of there. Whatever's on that piece of paper, we're going to talk about it, and then welcome to the Making a Statement podcast.
All right, this one's from Anita.
From Anita?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And it is influences in NZ.
Ooh. Okay. I'll shout out Anita for leaving that topic. She had an awesome episode with us. She spoke with us about, she got into life as an escort, bro, at 16. Like, she was addicted to drugs, an overdose, nearly died, went to prison, the whole life story. But now she's like opened a youth centre and is doing like something completely different way of life. So shout out to her and thank you for coming on and sharing your story with us. What were you going to say?
I was going to say like her mum got her into that or something, or her foster mum or something, didn't she?
Yeah.
Got her into that shit,
bro.
Yeah, out the gate shit, dude.
So go check out our other episodes. We got plenty of episodes out there sharing people's stories. New Zealand influencers. One thing is I don't consider myself one.
You always state that, eh? Yeah. I think, I don't know. I think it's cool that people share their life and stuff. I think it's cool for people that don't share their life to see it's normal to do certain things, and they discuss topics that you don't normally hear, like our podcast. We get to discuss things that people don't get to normally hear about and that. So I think it's cool. I think it's cool to do it. I think people use it for bullshit though. And there's a lot of bullshit on Facebook. I don't really care about any of that stuff, which is why lots of people just get blocked straight away, because I just think the drama stuff is what fucking is annoying. It happens all the time, especially in NZ influencers, I reckon. Like, one thing happens somewhere in New Zealand that you probably don't even know that person from a bar of soap, but that you're going to go and talk about that person just because it's going to get you views on Facebook. Like, I just think that stuff is fucking stupid, to be honest. That's my opinion.
What's your
on the
thoughts?
hot topic?
I think like the New Zealand influencer scene is quite cliquey at the moment. Like there's like sort of like their own little groups that are like
Facts.
like partnered up with each other. And I feel like I don't have any views on it myself, but there's like the gambling group, and then there's ones that like don't do it, and I feel like it's like split between them both. Like you're either on this side or you're on this side, and I feel like they're all competing against each other. Like there's like an Avengers in the DC universe kind of buzz.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kicked back. I like being right where I am and not really having anything to do with that side of things. But yeah, that's my views on it.
That's an interesting. I think you hit a nail on the head though, because I actually see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's interesting that somebody like separated from everything, viewing in from an outside lens, has that perspective.
Yeah, well, I've like chopped that up with like quite a few of them, and I don't know. It's I feel like I don't want to drop any names or anything like that, but I feel like some of them are kind of like bullies. They're like sort of picking on the ones that aren't like below them and follow account or something like something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have much else thoughts on that. It's just rather cliquey, I think, at the moment.
What should be classified as an influencer? Like, is it a certain follower count? Like, what is the line that creates you and makes you an influencer in the public's eyes?
I don't think there's like a follower count. I think it's just how you perceive yourself on social media. Like, if you're out there doing stories, this is what I'm up to today, I would class that as influencing, or giving tips and tricks to people online and stuff like that. I would class that as kind of trying to influence people, I guess. I don't know about content creating, I think would be what you're talking about, maybe.
People have done what you're talking, though, before the world of followings. Like, you know, people, just a standard personalized Facebook account that's locked probably shares, you know, progress and life journeys and stories and updates and how-tos and stuff. So I don't think that should necessarily put you in the category of an influencer.
Yeah.
It's quite a strange thing, eh? Because, like, who's giving all these people the certified stamp that that's what they should be titled? Because I feel like a lot of them fucking shouldn't have it. You know? That's facts.
Yeah, there's like content creators and influencers. I don't actually know what the difference is between them. Like, if you're putting out content and you're creating it, then I suppose you're a content creator. But if you're like influencing, there could even be someone in town that's posting up their gym workouts, and he's influencing people to go off and train. Like, we don't know what is the actual follower count or the amount of videos that you're putting out, which classes you in those categories. But I wouldn't have a clue either, to be honest. But as long as you're preaching the right stuff, then I think it's all good either way.
That's a big one, if you're preaching the right stuff, because no matter which way you look at it, if you've got an influence on somebody and they're following you and listening to what you're saying and doing, there is that chance that, you know, if you're leading down this or, you know, doing this or doing that, they're on board with that and they are looking at that as correct and right.
Leads me back to why you are an influencer, you egg.
Why?
Because you're always saying, go to the gym, do this, do that. Bro, that's influencing.
Bro, that doesn't make me... You probably tell people to go to the gym, right?
Isn't that your job? Aren't you a personal trainer or something?
Oh, I'd love to be down that avenue, but I'm not actually a personal trainer. I just have a fitness page on Instagram, and everyone, I just post up all my workouts, and then sometimes if I'm not posting it up, then people will be like, oh man, what the hell, like, where's your fitness video today? Like, it motivates me just going, and I'm like, oh shit, I'll keep posting them up there.
Or an influencer. You just literally slid in there and put yourself in the category.
But exactly how you explained it, if you're influencing the right things, if you're doing the right things, there's nothing wrong with it, whether you're classed under that or not. If people want to say you're an influencer because you're influencing that person, then well, it is what it is. That's like if someone walks down the street or you're at a party and someone says, that guy's a dick, it's probably because you're being a dick.
Yeah.
If you're being an influencer, you're probably an influencer.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, if you're getting titled an influencer, you're probably being a dick because, you know, there's a pretty bad rep with that, you know?
I suppose.
I think that's why I disassociate it. I'm in your game, you know? Like, I'm like, fuck that, I'm this, and this is what my lane is, but...
Do you reckon it could be a small part of, like, tall poppy syndrome there? Like, maybe it's, like, as New Zealanders, it's just been, like, sort of like looked at as a negative to be as an influence or something like that, when really if you're influencing them to do the right thing, then you should be proud as of that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
It's just, I think the negative surrounding the title
is because of all those eggs
others that are sharing the title are giving it a bad rep.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm sweet as on that.
Yeah.
That sounds like we nailed it.
New Zealand influencers in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But I'm not one.
All right, mate.
Fuck that.
All right,
mate. So you have an Instagram page. You got a fitness journey. They both thought you were a personal trainer.
Yeah.
What's that journey for you? Where'd that start?
Well, back in the days, I was quite of a bigger fella and didn't go to the gym at all. And then obviously I noticed that on my main Instagram when I was putting up fitness stuff, I was getting like unfollowed and like no one like would even like want to view it. So I thought, okay,
your personal account.
Yeah, my personal account.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh well, I'll just go off and make like my own fitness account so that the people that want to actually follow that content or whatever, like that journey that I'm on, can go off and follow it, and that's where I post up my fighting stuff and all of that sort of thing. So I can separate the two. For the ones that actually are following me for my fitness stuff, and the ones that are just, I don't know, just being nosy. The wires, I suppose. Nah, but yeah.
So what size were you?
I was 137 kilos at one point, and then I sort of just had enough and moved up to Auckland and started training up there at City Kickboxing.
Was that a hand-in-hand thing? You like got into the mixed martial arts, and that was your fitness journey and getting in shape in there. Yeah,
bro. Yeah, it was just all just happened because I was just, pretty much, long story short, I was just pretty much just sick and tired of the lifestyle I was living here. Like junk, like there's a lot of food places in Levin and in this area. I just got sick of eating rubbish foods and doing the dumb stuff I was doing, and I was like, fresh start. That's the best way to just change.
Were you fighting down here like MMA and that?
Nah, not at all. Nah, I didn't. I just. It goes parties and school fights and that sort of stuff.
That's one of my questions was going to be, did you, before you got into like training and doing actual fighting, like in a gym and that, were you like a bit of a scrapper back in the day?
I thought I was, bro. Yeah, I thought I was 100%. Like I was writing some pretty tasty stuff on Facebook and sort of provoking it. But, that was me, bro. At least once or twice every week, bro. Or at least once or twice every fortnight I'd be in some sort of physical altercation with another person, but or another male. I should say, not just, just having like fights with people around town and stuff like that. It's nothing I'm proud of, but it was.
Oh, it's the journey.
Yeah, it's the journey, bro. That's what led me to martial arts gym. So that was my how I found martial arts.
Yeah. Did you get any shit like from the law?
Nah, actually. Not with any of like any crime or anything like that. But obviously, when I was going through like the whole CYFS program and all that as I was younger, and absconding from placements that I had, but that was about it. I wasn't really too much into crime.
So CYFS, how old were you when you went into that?
I would have been about 10 or 11, and it was pretty rough because I'd always been around in a pretty good home, like not, I wouldn't say silver spoon, but we had life pretty good. Just me and my mum started clashing once. She started bringing in different males that weren't my father's and that sort of thing. I just clash. Yeah.
And so something's happened. You've been removed and gone into like the foster system.
Yeah.
Okay, how long did you spend in there?
Right up until I was too old to be in the system. I think it was just after 16. I mean, 16, 17 maybe. Yeah.
How did you find that?
Oh, it was tough, bro. All I could think was like, is there not one family member out there that would like take me at all? So I don't know, I'd always just run away every time, and then they'd just keep putting me further and further away from my hometown so that it would be harder for me to get back to. But,
Levin being hometown?
Yeah, Levin being hometown.
Okay, and did you kind of, I guess, that fighting mindset, did that get established in that kind of scene when you're growing up in the foster care system?
Yeah, I suppose so, because we're in the household I had with my siblings and that, we weren't really, how would you put it, like gangster or like street kids or anything like that. We were actually, like very sporty, but then once I went into the foster system, I was with like quite rough kids and gangsters and scrappers and that sort of thing. So I don't know, it's sort of, maybe it made me think that was how you are meant to be as a person, or I don't know. Now that I look at it, it doesn't really make sense.
You adopted the mindset of what you're being brought up around, yeah.
There'd also be, you'd have like a bit of pent up anger as well going through that as well. So I can imagine that's a part of taking the anger out, getting into scraps, especially young men. I think we all probably got into scraps when we were kids, or,
I definitely had a phase. I haven't been in one for a minute.
Yeah, well, we're all adults.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd hold up nowadays. I'd probably get puffed. You need that training like what you get up to.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, the cardio, the conditioning, the heart. But so you've gone through the foster care system, 16, 17-ish, you on the back end of that, and you said you get up to about 130 plus kilos.
Yeah.
You make a decision, you're going to move up to Auckland, you start this training at that weight, and you start getting on the bandwagon of martial arts, and the hand in hand with the fitness and the fighting. Is that how that works?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's a few things that happen in between that thing, but after once I did get to that sort of weight, I was like, bugger it, I'm gonna go up to Auckland and find like a martial arts gym, and that was only more of I think I'm tough, like I reckon I could be like the next, blah 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 blah, and then boom, I remember the day that I walked into the city kickboxing gym, the first like 5 minutes of me being in there humbled me forever, bro. Like I will never forget that. Like I walked in, and first person I seen was Eugene Beerman, and he was just like taking me for like a tour around the gym. And as soon as we walked into the main gym bit, there was like this little scrawny white guy, bro, and he was standing there hitting the bag, and I was looking at him, and he was absolute gun, bro. And I was like, man, if I seen him out in the pub, I would literally like think I would one punch him like so easily, bro. But he would kick my ass like 100%. And I seen this other like girl that was standing there hitting the pads, and I was like, holy moly, there is killers everywhere. Like you just don't know who knows what at all. And from that moment on, I said, I am never ever picking a fight ever again. Like that is me. I just fell in love with the training aspect of it. After that, I was just like, well, I want to get that good. Like,
the discipline as well, of Muay Thai, and that is.
I just feel like every male needs that in their lives, bro. Like that release of testosterone or whatever it is, like just the release of aggression that you have from going to training every day. Every male needs, even females, bro. Every female needs that. It's very underrated.
Yeah, it's beautiful when you can make it like an outlet and a passion.
Yeah, like an outlet, bro. It's there's nothing's better than that. No other sport that I've played, I haven't done many sports, but no other sport would ever compare to martial arts, I don't think.
Did you have many fights up there?
Yeah, I had 4 over the span of 6 years, but the first 2 years you're pretty much just learning. Like they don't want you out there without, with their stamp.
Yeah,
like you got to make sure that, I wouldn't say perfected, but you're at a certain level of skills before you go out there. Otherwise,
Would you do intense sparring in that though to prepare yourself?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was definitely intense. Like I lived an hour and a half away from the gym, so we'd have to be there at 4:50 a.m. So I'm getting up at like 3 o'clock, 3:30 to leave my house to go. I'm driving an hour and a half to go get a hiding every single day, bro. But for some
discipline.
some weird reason, bro, I just loved it. Like I was all about it. Like, I just loved the change in lifestyle that I'd had, and just being around greatness every day, bro, has just motivated me so much.
Hard. Who when you were there, who were like the top dogs? Was Izzy in?
Yeah, Izzy was there. He would have. This was just before COVID, bro. So 2019, I think it was. So Dan Hooker was up there. Israel Adesanya, he hadn't had got the title yet. Who had he fought? It was Dan, Izzy. Carlos Ulberg was pretty much just coming onto the scene. Blood Diamond, he'd just started, getting involved with the UFC stuff. There was a few. Shane Young, he was right in the midst of it. Volkanovski, he hadn't had a title yet. It was pretty early days, but it was quite a long time ago now that I think about it. You know, they've all had their primes and all of that now, and it's gone like a blink.
You training alongside them?
Yeah, bro, yeah. It was like every day. It was just like holy moly. Like I've gone from sitting, like there's no disrespect to anyone that's down here in Levin, but I went from like sitting in rooms, smoking cones with people like all day, every day to like all of a sudden flip like 180 and just now I'm surrounded by like legends.
Hard.
Or to me, legends.
Oh, they will be.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, 100%. That's crazy.
It was a crazy switch up, bro. Like I had to pinch myself every day. But in saying that, like I did get over this, like the starstruck buzz pretty quickly because they don't really like that sort of energy, you know. It's like you don't want to come in every day and be like, oh, can I get another photo? Can I get a photo? Can I get a photo? It was just more like, well, this is the new norm. Like, you know, like you can see how hard they train. You can see what time they get to the gym. You can see what time they leave. So as long as you're matching what they're doing, bro, like you're just gonna level up. So that's why I like try to match them, but I try to outwork them to be honest. Yeah.
So with the 4 a.m. and then getting up at the 3, was that a daily every single day?
Yeah, Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays we were allowed a little bit of a sleep in, and it started at 7 o'clock training on the Saturday, and Sunday was our only day off, and that was every day for 20 weeks. So every fight camp's a 20 weeks. So it's like a 20-week camp, and then there's more classes like they happen after 9 to midday, and then from about 5 o'clock to about 9 o'clock at night there's other classes, and that's up to you what you want to work on. It's pretty much like a video game. Like you just go in and pick what training you want to do, and
that's me.
Yeah, that's how
I'm actually picturing the UFC video games. Bag work, get you this up, power up.
That's exactly how I looked at it, bro. I was like, oh, well, I'm trying to spend all of my stamina on doing this.
That's a fucking cool way to look at it.
It was, bro.
I like that.
Yeah, I love video games, bro. So it was all right there for me to play it like that. So
that's awesome.
Cool. That's massive. The discipline, though, that's crazy. So those 20-week fight camps, are you just paying a cost to get involved in those? How does that work?
Yep. You can either pay it like a one-off payment, or you can pay like a little bit more at like $18 a week or something like that. But when I added it up in my head, I was like, well, I can't do quick maths on the spot like that. But like if you look at it, like so it ended up being like $4 or $5 or like $3 or $4 a session or something like that every day. So I thought if I'm like learning from like the best of the best for that price, there's no way that I'm like skipping a day. Like
that is actually cheap.
That is really cheap.
I was looking at, because I'm looking at getting back into boxing.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a couple of gyms in Palmy, and it was like 2 or 3 sessions a week. It's like $60 a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$60 a week to go to 3 classes.
Yeah,
so that's
fucked. It's back in 2019 now, eh? So I suppose it's like, damn, it's almost 10 years ago. But it's probably boosted up now a little bit. But yeah, when I seen that, I was like, oh, bro, I'm making the most of this.
Yeah, fuck, that's crazy. What an experience, though. But the discipline. How soon did you kind of start shedding the weight after you started the fitness, the fighting?
Well, it was pretty much instantly. Like, I started noticing big changes after about the halfway, like the 10-week mark, and I was like, oh, almost at like 100 or something like that. And then I remember it was about week 18, I was about to get ready for the fight, and then COVID kicked in, bro. So the gym closed down. Like it was like boom, like that's it. And then Eugene and that gave us like special trainings to do while we were all on lockdown. And then we came back after COVID had finished, and I was gonna say he expected all of us to be in shape, but a whole lot of the gym wasn't. So he just made like all of us do the 20-week thing all over again. So I was already like just like pretty much over 100, and started doing the fight camp again. And then he noticed how much weight I was losing, and then like the way that my body was like taking shape. He's like, bro, I reckon you'd be good at 77 kilos. Like you should fight at welterweight. And I was like, bro, like 77, that's crazy. That's like I haven't been at that weight since I was like 8-9 years old.
Wow.
Yes, so after that we did a whole other 20-week camp, and then that's when I'd shed all that weight back down to. Well, not back down, but I shedded all of it down to 77.
You hit it?
Yeah, bro. I ended up hitting it. It was crazy. It was
crazy. 130 something to 70.
Did you feel fucked? Did you feel real tired all the time?
Yeah, plus because it was my first time doing anything like that. And it was, I think the night before the fight, I was 81 kilos. So I had 4 kilos to lose. there was so much pressure on me because I told all my friends and family from Levin to come up, and they'd booked hotels and they'd driven up and all of this stuff. I was like, but I went down to the sauna, and I remember I got down to 76.9. I was like, boom, try to boost to the gym to go weigh in, and I remember coming out of the sauna and I looked at my lips in the window, bro, and my like lips were cracked, bro. I literally had huge like cuts in them.
You had to lose that water from them.
Yeah, bro. And I like had to like try and, because I had like a Lexus at the time, and it had like the door handle, like when you hit put your hand on it, went to go like open it, but I had no strength to even open the door, bro. Like it was like, bro, I was so weak.
Crazy.
So weak. Ended up weighing in all of that, cracked it. And then I remember that night I went off to dinner with all my friends and family that came up for the fight. Went to this like Italian restaurant, and I remember ordered like 2 carbonaras, a milkshake, like 4 garlic breads, like ordered all of this food. And then I jumped on the scales that night, and I weighed 86 kg. So I'd put on like an extra 9 kilos in one night. And I was
Did you feel better afterwards?
I felt mean, bro. I felt so strong. I felt mean.
You dropped the weight and gained the weight in the same
in the same day. Yeah, but I'd already weighed in, so it was all good.
That's a fluctuation, though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Well, that's what they do. Rehydrate and that.
It's no good for the body, bro. You can't do that all the time. It's pretty bad. But
so did you stay fighting at that weight? At 77?
Well, after I had my first fight, bro, I thought I was like a superstar, bro. Like, I was like, bro, I'm like the next Conor McGregor.
You won it then,
did you smoke them?
Yeah, I smoked them, bro. I was like, bro, this MMA stuff's easy as.
Yeah.
And then I think everyone that came up to watch the fight, they were like heading back the next day, but I didn't feel like sufficed with the celebration or anything like that or the time that I got to spend with them. So I was like, bugger it. I'm going to come back down to Levin, and I spend like a month down here with everyone and just get on it and celebrate, because it was a long camp, like 40 weeks.
Yeah.
Plus COVID. I was like, I'm just going to come down to spend some time with like the family and that. And I remember it was like probably the worst mistake I made, bro, because I came back down here and I was stuck here for another year. Like just got back into the weed and all of that sort of stuff. Put on all of the weight, bro. I got all the way back up to 110.
So then you had to work again.
Yeah, well then I was like sort of just stuck in Levin, like, oh, what am I doing back here? So I ended up gapping it again from Levin and shot back up there and got back into the grind. But I never really got back down to that weight again. I think the lightest I fought after that was about 91.
Yeah.
But those are some big boys at 91, bro.
What weight class is up there?
It's a bit like light heavyweight, bro.
So it'd be like Nav and that.
Yeah, there's some dangerous boys up there,
Fuck
bro.
that.
Yeah, bro. It was after that, all I fought was like big islanders, bro. After that, it was like pretty daunting.
Mm.
It's like
the 77, that like you felt like you were probably more comfortable in that category.
Yeah, because I was a lot like bigger, like longer and taller, and like my range and that was a lot better at that weight, because it did feel like a little bit of a bully, because most of them are quite small at that weight. But man. Yeah, that's what I got for being a fatty again, I suppose. Get chucked back in with the big boys, and that's not fun.
So what is your record?
3-1, bro. Yeah, so I ended up getting, my one loss I did have was a split decision loss, but that's just from me not taking it seriously. Like Eugene always said, like you train hard and you fight easy. Like it's just like a showcase of your skills. If you just literally train hard, you don't muck around, you're putting the right things in your body. But if you're on the flip side of that and you're skipping some trainings, you're sneaking in like Macca's here and there and you're eating junk food, you're not taking it seriously, then your fight is going to be hard. Like you're going to be embarrassed in front of your family. You could still get the win, but you know it's going to be hard. Like it's going to put you through the ringer. And that's how it was for like my next 3-1, or not, like 2 more, I'd say. Yeah.
So these are 3 5-minute rounds?
They are 2 3-minute rounds, but then if the first 2 are a draw, then it goes to a third. But if they're like decisive, like one person won both rounds, then they just stop it there. Yeah, that's how it goes up there.
Mean. Yeah. Any knockouts?
Nah, bro, not at that weight, bro. I reckon if I stayed at 137, I probably would have got a couple, but just lost the power, bro, after that. And I started well, that's what I always told myself. It was like I'd rather win by 1,000, you know, like death by 1,000 blows, than just have that one killer knockout punch. But I don't know, each to their own, I suppose.
It's good. Like I hear, like I was watching the Nav and Izzy did like a little podcast.
Yeah.
And I was watching that, and he was talking about how he hasn't really had much ring time to get more experience in that. So I was like, I kind of understand that because like you can train and hit pads and whatnot as much as you want,
right.
but it's not like getting in an actual scrap.
Yeah, bro.
Is that you got to actually take the punches and actually work with someone that's trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like it's like kind of sparring is kind of good, but it's you don't fully fight at 100% when you're sparring either, do you?
Yeah,
So
no.
Sparring's like a rehearsal. It's like as an
bro.
artist, I'm hearing it like, you know, I open for Tech 9. I can perform in the shed as practice. That's like a sparring,
yeah.
but I don't get to stand in front of an audience with Tech 9, you know, fans and all the rest of it every time.
I seen. Do you know Jade Riri?
Yeah, bro.
Philly smoke.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You see that video they put up about like, we like real like what is it? Placid as sparring and shit, and then it's them just throwing hands, bro. They're actually like smoking, like they're having full on scraps. He's like, that's how we spar, but he's like acting like it's like cruisy.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's so funny. It's like, well, and then you see like his fighters are doing really well.
Bro, they actually, they're on the come up, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's doing real well for himself. It's cool seeing his content.
Yeah, so and I'm like, well, their conditioning is like next level.
Yeah.
Like these boys are in there and they're ready to take punches and kicks. Like, so that's it's a cool way to do it. But then also, you're in a fight camp. You got like, you kind of got to sustain yourself, Because I saw like Nav was talking about how in the fight before this one he's just had that he buggered himself. He went too hard. And then he was real screwed at the end, whereas they kind of like maintained him throughout, so he didn't screw himself halfway through the camp.
Yeah, that's the thing up there too with Eugene. He like I don't know how he does it. He's an amazing dude, bro. But he has everyone in like the green, orange, or red. So if you know, depending on where you are in camp, like he'll at the start, he'll want you in the red. Then you start tapering off, and then you push it back down. So if you're in the red though, like he'll tell you like take a day off. Like chill out, like you're training too hard at the moment, you're just gonna burn yourself out or get an injury. And he knows that with everyone that's in the gym, bro. I don't know how he does it, bro. He's a mastermind, that guy.
Yeah,
like a traffic light system.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So if you're if you turn up one day and you're doing 6 training sessions a day, and then you're doing the next day you're doing 5, and then you're back to doing 6, it's like you're not gonna be able to sustain that. Like it's cool, you're leveling up, but it's too much. You're gonna burn yourself out. It's too easy to get injured. Yeah, he's a mastermind when it comes to that sort of stuff, straight up.
Well, what I was thinking when you were talking about the videos that you were talking about, the sparring, the hard out ones, is fucking injuries. That's what you also have to think. If you're going into a fight, like they go in these 20 fight camps, you don't want to get injured in those camps. That's why the sparring's supposed to be quite light.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, it's hard to be sustainable, but then also, if they're doing this all the time, then they're probably used to taking the blows and recovering, and it's probably not like CKB's doing however many training sessions a day.
Yeah.
These guys are probably doing 1 session a day, and it's like, and then they're doing like a mean sparring session on like a Saturday or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all gyms are different though, eh?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a person that's gone into a fight and like 100%. Like I think everyone, or I know my time at City Kickboxing, everyone had some sort of injury, whether it was like a tweaked elbow, like buggered knee, or a cut that no one should know about on their face. Like everyone always has something. Like it was just the way it went. But that's why they say, like, when I've seen videos of people hard sparring all the time, like, it's all good to do it. Maybe once a month or twice a month or something. But your training partners are everything. Like you're not going to level up if your training partners are injured all the time. Like, how do you expect to get any better? We usually say that the biggest person in the room should always be able to train with the smallest person in the room, and there's no worry about either of them getting injured because, the A squad doesn't get to being the A squad by not having a B squad or a C squad. If you've only got like an A squad and then like an E and F squad, like you're not going to be any better. The A squad's going to end up being shit, and they're going to turn into the B squad because they don't have quality training partners. So it's all about bringing everyone up, and then you sort of just look after each other. You just look after each other. That's how I look at it anyway.
That's a fucking cool way to look at it too. Yeah. Any injuries yourself in the sport?
Just like a lot of broken hands and stuff like that. I think I got like a bung elbow from getting taken down one time, and my elbow like went that way.
Shit. A bung elbow, I like that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
The diagnosis say it's bung.
Yeah, it's a bit buggered. But yeah, it's nothing major, because other than a few concussions,
that comes with the sport though.
CTE is probably the worst. We're all good. Yeah, I'm grateful to walk out of it pretty thing free, I suppose.
Yeah.
So your record 3-1 in the ring. What's it like in the streets?
Oh.
How was that? Like, were you ever getting on the receiving end?
Bro, straight up, bro. When I see red, bro,
It's all in.
Nah, yeah, I've had a few, bro. Nah, I wouldn't even get into that. But it's you know, I thought it was a shit. I'll just say that.
Fair.
But I got checked a couple of times, you know, from the older fellas.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably had easily over like 10 fights on the street in Levin, and yeah, I only remember getting beaten up once. But yeah,
That's a good record.
no.
Well, some live life. I think so many, like, who was it? Mark Hunt had that documentary. Have you seen his documentary?
Yeah.
Really good,
yeah,
eh? Really well done. And it shows his whole journey and like where he started. And he was the same. He's out there in the streets, going out clubs, fucking picking fights. And then it wasn't until he channeled that energy and focused it on, you know, the sport of what he does now and what he did. I think he's retired now, eh? But yeah, that's the same backstory. I think for a lot of fighters, it's just a positive way of channeling it.
Just finding like belonging, or like the right people to, you know, that make the right decisions around you that can like put all of that aggression and anger into something that can make you better off, I suppose, rather than making poor decisions and just hurting people. Yeah.
What were you fighting? Like, was it MMA or was it Muay Thai? Or?
Nah, MMA. I went straight in, bro, with no background, no solid base, no jiu-jitsu, no boxing, no nothing. It was just Street Fighter.
Yeah. I mean,
straight
a
into
lot
MMA.
of Kimbo Slice. He went to the UFC now. Yeah. But so MMA, you're going up against the people from all of those backgrounds and that. So are you like learning, you know, self-defense to the different styles and stuff like that in those fight camps?
Yeah, it'll always be that's what I liked about Eugene's style, was that he'd come in and he'll teach you a move, and you'll spend half the session doing that one move, and then I don't actually know if I'm giving away like stuff, but like he'd spend the other half of the lesson defending that move. So every day you'd be learning the attack and the defense for that same move, and then it was up to you whether you could retain that information or not. But I think
that's a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, we covered like all bases, and I don't know how he comes up with something new every single day for you to learn. That's what blew me away the most. I was like, whoa.
Studies it a lot, I can imagine.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. He's definitely the best coach I've ever come across in any sport. Like, he's got a good relationship with his students and all of that, and it's, I don't know, it just speaks to me. It's sort of like a father figure, like really a lot. Yeah,
that's massive.
That's awesome.
So with being surrounded by this lot, you're probably naturally being inspired by them, the ones that you've got, and you know, it's keeping you starstruck. But is there other fighters that you're kind of watching or getting inspired by, like influenced by, like watching their journeys, trying to, you know, chime into their styles?
Yeah, bro, I'd like to nitpick everyone, bro. Like, I'd be on YouTube, like Larry Holmes. I'd always go back and watch his boxing stuff, because I like to think that I had quite a good jab at the time, and I'd always try and go and like just nitpick every single fighter's like styles, like just nitpick small things out of time, like Floyd Mayweather's footwork, or whether it'll be like George St. Pierre's takedowns, you know, like just sort of like little setups, like, because every fighter, it's pretty much just like singing, bro, like, you know, like or rapping.
I know, but that's how when you're talking about it, I'm going, well, yeah, I look at Eminem and Hobson and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, and I do that, I like this, and I do this, so that's how I pull inspiration. So I figured as a fighter, do you kind of dissect them and take away X, Y, Z?
Actually, bro, it's exactly like that. Like, you know, you made like a bar, or the way that someone said it and that, so you go off and you take it from him. It's just same as that with fighting, like just small little setups, the way that they move their feet, just any little thing that I can, I'll take it from him. Well, not take it from him, but I'll learn it.
You learn it, you're dissecting it, you're paying attention to it. That's what you're doing. Like, it's there. It's like, yeah, I 100% I get what you're saying.
Yeah, putting it into motion is a different story, but you can practice that in the mirror and that sort of stuff. And yeah.
So when was your last fight?
2 years ago now. Yeah, it's been a while, and that was the whole reason I actually did move back, was because I was always fighting in Auckland, which was like an away crowd all the time. Like, even though I felt like I'd been there for long enough to have my own little following sort of thing, but I was always fighting in an away crowd, like big South Auckland, because I was always fighting like Islanders and that sort of stuff, so it was like quite a large gathering, or a lot of family members that would come out and sort of drown out drown out the small supporters that I had there. I was like, man, I want to go home and I want to fight in front of like my people, like my hometown. Like that. Excuse me. I was like, that would always be a goal of mine to have one here.
So is that what you're on the mission of at the moment? Are you training towards that?
Yeah, I'm starting to get back into it, but it's been real busy with rugby and that sort of stuff at the moment. But it's definitely in the motion more than it has ever been now, like, for sure.
Would that be held in Levin?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to fight the event centre here in Levin. Yeah, and if not here, then somewhere really close. Yeah, where people can come through, not just like 5 or 6 people that come up from Levin to Auckland. But I want to do it in these areas.
Is there anyone out there like that you would like to see yourself lined up against?
Is just anyone who think they can beat me, to be honest. Yeah,
Oof.
anyone.
That's the call out.
At what weight?
Anyway, I'll meet you anyway.
Like 77?
No.
Lower than
Oh, yeah, I could probably do that. I could do that.
What are you sitting at now?
100.
Oof,
That's a pretty good weight, though. How tall are you?
Oh, it's debatable. A lot of my friends say I'm 5'11", but I'm 6'1".
We all feel that one. Yeah, I get that all the time. Babe goes, "Are you actually 6 foot, babe, or are you 5'11"? Babe, I'm 6 foot.
Said with confidence.
No, I mean, so I'm 86.
So you want to go one ounce?
No,
no,
I don't train to fight.
Come down to 86, he's got you.
I don't know because you'd lose weight if I was 86. I'd probably drop heaps of weight in that 20 weeks if I was going hard, wouldn't I?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Closer to 72,
yeah,
74 probably.
yeah.
Because I dropped weight real fast. Like I got to my heaviest, I was like 98, I reckon, and then I dropped that back down to like 83 in like 3 or 4 months.
That's crazy.
So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just training on my own and just eating well. I wasn't doing anything intense either.
Yeah.
So I think it's just metabolism
Yeah,
for
bro.
me, really.
You probably have a high metabolism, man.
What were you doing outside of fight camp? So 20 weeks or, that's your session, your training session, but are you doing anything exterior?
Like work.
No, training fitness.
Oh yeah, no, because I'd have a good system. I'd like go to the gym and do my normal weight training, cardio training, etc. And then I'd go have a sauna, and I was obsessed with like swimming at the time with fighting. I don't know why. One of the pro fighters told me, is like the closest fitness or exercise you can do to fighting is swimming. They reckon it's just like it complements each other like really well, and they're like controlling your breathing and just always having like all parts of the body moving, especially your shoulders and your arms. So yeah, I just started like doing that hard out, swimming laps at the pools.
And the cardio aspect to it, that's building up that durability.
Things like the breathing side of it too, like just controlling it under like chaos. Like swimming can get quite chaotic. But yeah.
That's massive. And so with this fitness journey that you're on with your Instagram, for example, what are you kind of showcasing there? What kind of fitness?
It's more just like my gym work. I just post up like what I've done that day, what I've eaten that day, and just my work rate. So what I'm actually doing in that day. So if there's someone out there that's wanting to get into it, or if they haven't done their workout that day, then it sort of holds them accountable in a way. And that wasn't my idea behind it. It's just when I stop posting it, people will literally hit me up like, "Oh man, like I'll be waiting on your post to come up so I can go to the gym." I'm like, "Oh, what the hell? Like you actually..."
They're keeping themselves accountable based on your accountability. Yeah, because I do the same. Like I'll go to the gym, I'll post the same kind of shit, that motivation aspect. But that's just to put it out there to people that they might see this and go, "Well, fuck, I maybe should go do something." And I try to stand on excuses or results. You can't have both.
You can't have both. Yeah.
Facts, eh? Like I stand on that, bro. And so I just apply that every day. And so all I'm doing is going to the gym and just reminding people you can have excuses or results. Fucking you're going to go to the gym or not. That's where my motivation influencing sits.
That saying used to be on the wall
at the gym behind us.
Bars, bro. And I remember used to look at it, bro, every time. Like, bro, that's sticking with me.
That's where I got it, bro. Because my cousin owns that. So Stevie and Hayden, bro, the ones that owned it, my family. So I remember 14. Seen it on the wall. You can have excuses or results. You can't have both. Bang. It was. I apply it to everything. Everything. So I do that podcast, progress, work, whatever it is, fitness. Cool. You just apply that, and it holds you accountable. And it generates that discipline, eh?
For sure.
It
For sure.
instills it with that motto. I like it. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Excuses or results you can't have. But bro, I say that probably every week to these boys.
You do.
Oh, that's massive. So what about diet? What are you doing for diet when you're full on fight camp? And then what are you doing for diet when you're just every day to day?
Bro, I'm pretty locked in with that sort of thing. Like in the mornings, I have like my smoothies, and they were quite complex. Like they weren't made to be like hard out nice, but that you put all the goodness inside of it. I just looked at it like 91 or 98 petrol, pretty much. So you can either like put rubbish stuff in, or you can get the premium.
That's
brand.
a good way to look at it.
It's all it is, bro. Like how your body's gonna train and all of that is based off what petrol you're putting on your body. So it was just like smoothie in the morning, like light snacks, like nuts and that sort of stuff. Chicken, just real lean stuff, like without much salts or sugars inside of it, so that it doesn't hold on to all the water. So because you're eventually just going to lose all the water weight anyway, so you want to like keep all of those sorts of foods quite low. But yeah, it's whole foods, bro. That's how I took it anyway. If it's been processed, I don't really want much to do with it.
Yeah. Like the organic stuff.
Yeah.
Is there like, are you doing like any fasting?
No, not really. Like I'll probably stop eating at like 6 o'clock at night, and I wouldn't eat until maybe like, I don't know. That's not even fasting. It's just like 12 hours without food. But because I don't know what it is. I just can't train on after I've eaten. Like, or I always have to train on an empty stomach for some reason. I don't know if I've like mentally switched it so that it's like it makes me feel hungry. Like I'm hungry to train, or I'm hungry to. I don't know. It works better for me for some reason.
Do you get tired during your workouts though? Because I've read that it's actually depending on how fast, because they call it fast if you're training without food. They say if you train without like your carbs and whatnot, it starts to attack your muscle rather than your fats or something like that. Because I was like, how do I lose weight? I was trying to figure out ways to lose weight and the way to eat and when you should eat and stuff like that. And it was telling me that I should just have like even just like a banana before you work out and stuff like that.
Yeah, or a cigarette. Nah, it's actually why I want to get into the PT side of things so I can actually do that research, because I wouldn't have a clue at all. But it's just what worked for me. Like as soon as I'd eat, I'd feel sluggish and like couldn't just get to the. I'd always be stuck in like second or third gear, and I couldn't go up from there.
It's like me with work. I can't have a big lunch, otherwise I don't do anything for the rest of the day. I just sit in the car. You boys all good? I had too much to eat. I'm gonna have a nap. Let's crack up.
So are you doing supplements?
I do take like whey protein and that here and there. Pre-workout if I'm feeling. I'll start my workout off, and if I start crashing a little bit, and I'll go for a little boost of pre-workout, but that's about it. I don't take anything else like omegas or
creatine.
I don't take never taken creatine at all. I haven't really done much research behind it, so I haven't really dived into that sort of stuff much. Yeah. What
would you say to people out there that are looking to lose weight or get fit? What's the starting point?
I'd say change the diet first thing. Like actually learn or find a diet that works for you. Like it's easy to get sick of it straight away, and like you might look in the mirror and you haven't noticed any changes after 2 weeks, but just keep at it for at least a month, and then once you've got your diet sorted and you're happy with what you're cooking and it's nice and easy or whatever, then start like getting into like the workout side of things as well, because your body will react to it much better than trying to work out and eat rubbish food at the same time. But I should say sort the diet out. And then start implementing training into it, and then now you've cracked like 80% of it. Now it's all just up to you to stay consistent. That's about it. But yeah, just stay consistent. That's all I could say. Yeah.
Because you also have like worse workouts when you eat rubbish.
Yeah.
Like you could be like me and I'm working out though, but one, the food already takes back what you've just done, but it's also half the workout that you can do because you're filled with shit.
Yeah, bro.
So I notice that on a day, like if I have crap food throughout the day and then train in the afternoon, I feel shit. Yeah. It's a shit workout halfway and I'm over it. I just want to stop working out. So I definitely resonate with doing that.
Something I do in the alley of that is I don't take water to the gym. I try to do my train and I go handy, and what I've started doing is putting my phone down.
Yeah,
so when I go to the gym now, I clock out of my phone and I like work, because I go to the gym on my lunch break, so I get an hour lunch break.
Yeah.
So I go like midday. I work in an office midday to the gym, and that's my breakup of the day. And I put my phone down, I clock out from there, and I just try to leave it alone. But I don't take a water, so I reward myself at the end of the workout with my drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something that I do.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. It's definitely something that I need to start doing too, is putting the phone down, because you almost feel obliged to reply to people when you shouldn't. You should be able to just put it down and feel all good just to do what you got to do.
100%. But also the you end up being that guy that's sitting on the fucking the lat pull down machine, and you're on your phone scrolling for 3 minutes for your breaks in between sets.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. and
I'm like, I got to take a rest anyways. Start scrolling. Oh shit, I better do another set.
It's crack it though. You look at someone else doing that too, and you're like, bro, just hurry up.
Yeah, well, I want my turn to sit there and scroll. That seat looks good. But I've started because I only get a limited time at the gym. It's like, fuck, I started realizing like I'm not getting the full potential of my workout because I'm wasting my time with a phone. And like you said, accessibility, like people expect now to get a response immediately.
Yeah, bro.
And people's accessibility now is 24/7. Like you used to be as a kid, you wouldn't make a phone call to somebody or even probably text them too late. Yeah. But now, even myself, fucking, I'm guilty of it, messaging at like midnight and fucking shit, There's like, there's no accountability for, timing and protecting your peace.
Yeah, bro. No, I 100% agree with that. For sure.
So put your phone down when you're at the gym. It might help you get a better workout in. So you're not only training for that, bro, but you're training for the rugby. You're part of the Levin Wanderers. So how's that going?
It's going good, bro. It's definitely in a lot better place than what I've ever seen it before. We've got a good culture going there at the moment. I like to think so anyway. People actually want to be here rather than them being forced like they're here, having to be there. But nah, bro, it's going mean. It's definitely I just said we've definitely got like a young core, like a group of solid young fellas coming through, and it's cool being in that like leadership role now, bro. Because I was at that same point at one time too. Like young, 20 years old, and for all of us, there was about 20 of us that were like 20 years old, all having our 21st in the same year. So now it's gone like full cycle moment where that's the group that we have coming through, and it's up to us younger ones that have stuck around to sort of mentor them in the right way.
There's that family aspect to it, and
for sure,
massive that the culture, and that's instilling what those younger ones need, so that when they come up, they're doing the same thing for the next lot that come through.
For sure, bro.
What position you play?
I like to play like centers or second five center, or any of the loosies like 6, 7, or 8. Yeah, I'm pretty versatile, bro. I like to play at any of those positions.
I think I've seen you play at fullback before too.
Yeah, played it for I had a bit of a stint at fullback, but I'm one of those guys, bro, that if they ask me to play somewhere, bro, I'll just play it, even though I don't want to play it. But it's just sort of like a thing for the younger guys to like, if they're watching, bro, like if you get called upon to do something, bro, and if you don't want to do it, you just go off and do it, bro. Act like you want to do it. So it sort of creates that sort of culture, bro. If you get called up, bro, that's your job.
It's good work ethic,
It's just man up, yeah.
It's like with a job as well, like being like you be a head tradesman. Like I've gone through being an apprentice to being a lead hand, and with my job, you have to go on roof spaces, under floors, that sort of stuff. And then you got like a young kid straight out of school. They're like, fuck that, I don't want to go under the floor. I don't want to go on the roof, that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I'll do it. Like, I'll do it for you. So then they can see like it's just part of the job.
Yeah,
so it's, I understand what you're saying with that. That's cool. I agree with what you're saying as well from an outside perspective. Like I'm obviously Foxton.
Yeah.
And I've seen the club from when I first started. I only moved up here, 4 years ago? About 4 years ago. And only got back into the rugby scene like 3 years ago. And I think you only had one team back then.
Yeah,
and
Bees,
it might have only been a Bees.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been 4 years ago. And now you've gone to having two teams, A's and a B's.
Yeah.
And you're doing well.
Yeah.
You can see the chemistry's building really well. Yeah. You do have a lot of young fellas, but they're fucking talented boys.
Bro,
like really talented. I can see within the next sort of 3-4 years, it's going to be a really good team.
Yeah.
Hard to beat.
Yeah, that's why one thing when I noticed when I was up in Auckland, I'd be like excited as for the boys to play their game, and I'll be waiting there on the results, and it's just like boom, like 120 something points to 3 or something. And I'm like, oh man, what's going on down there? So I came down and had to like look at it for myself, bro. And all these young fellas just thought they were like tough as, or everyone was just fighting. We had like a real bad reputation for chatting to the refs or supporters having fights on the sidelines and that. So that's not okay. Like, I'm only one man, but I'll come down here and I'll try and chip in and help out with the culture and that sort of things. And it's looking pretty good. Like, we're not, we're slowly walking out of that shadow of being that team that no one really wants to come down and hear and play, and everyone's gapping it straight after that. Or like, other teams just they don't want to hang around for after matches. They'd rather just get back safely to their hometown or to their homes or whatever. So it's slowly getting better, bro. And I love being here. It's one club I've played for, so ride it out.
I remember it was my first game up here. I hadn't even played Prems before. Yeah. My first game was against Wandies. And I had actually played a pre-season against AAT, like Danny Verk squad. Yeah. And they were big boys. So I was like preparing myself, and then the boys came out. I was like, oh yeah, all good. And then I can't remember who it was, but I was wearing a headgear, bro, and someone just smashed my head into the ground, and I was like, oh, this is rough. I don't know if I like this. So that was like my turning point. I was like, I think I might just not enjoy it like I used to anymore. But no, I've noticed the whole union from when I first started, there was a lot of chatting with the refs, supporters yelling at the refs, all that sort of stuff. And within the last 2 years, all clubs have been a bit more kind of understanding and like appreciative of the refs, because they spend their time to come do this for us. We couldn't play if we didn't have these refs. So I've noticed a massive change in the union, which is good. Hopefully players stick around and we have more coming up, because a lot of the teams are sort of flaking out. Like obviously Shannon was having issues. Now it looks like they may get moved up to A's. Yeah, bro. You see they're putting 100 points on people like that. It's crazy.
Got to be an investigation into that, man.
I think there is. I think there is. I was talking to one of the players today. He said he doesn't know what they're talking about, but you can't just be putting 100 points on a pretty good team. Two weekends in a row. They had to stop the last week's game at 77 points, 20 minutes left in the game. And that I think maybe they should be moved up. But I think the issue is they struggle with numbers, and they got lots of young fellas that aren't ready to play. Yeah, Prems.
So it's a bit of a mix, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, but you're obviously doing well. Yeah. Hey, like you're putting that much points on someone, you should.
I'd rather be on the giving end of that 77 or 100 points than the receiving end of it. So I'm sure they'll work it all out.
Is Ricky playing?
I think he is now. He didn't play the first few games, but I think he is now. I'm not 100%.
They all want to start adding points to that scorers table, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how that will all work in the sort of in the club rounds and that, because obviously they'll have to rejuggle the schedules, and then also the points that have been taken from those other teams and the points that they've got. It's a lot of admin. I don't know what they'll do. Because I was also thinking, like, does that mean that all of those, like Dallas Wiki, all those boys, are they ineligible for Horowhenua because you have to be an A's player?
Yeah, you're actually meant to be able to be selected from B's.
From B's, yeah.
I'm sure they can make exceptions for players like that.
Players like that, mate, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. My question is the 60-second fades. Yeah. What gave you the idea to start doing that, and how did it come, like, how did you curate it to what it was? Because I didn't hear about it until the day it was happening, and then I watched it and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah. You want the honest answer?
Facts.
Okay. Bro, it was actually New Year's. We're having like a piss up, and I remember sitting there. It was probably about 4 or 5 in the morning, and I sort of asked the question to everyone around the table. I was like, "What are you gonna do differently this year that's gonna make you some money, or like, what are you gonna put your time into something different?" Everyone sort of had an answer, and then it got to me, and I was like, "Oh, but I'm gonna start at 1MinScraps here in Levin," and they're like, "Oh, what the hell? That's not gonna work." And I was like, "Nah. All you'd have to do is literally just ask like a couple people to respond to you, like $1,000, blah blah blah, and then you have to get to like $2,000, $3,000, and it probably would work. Like people around here would fight for that, and I just started off like that. I just started asking like people like individually, and before you know it, I had like 6-7 grand to like play with, and that's like obviously I use money for like merch and hiring people and all, and like videography, like promotion side of things, and then before you know it, I had like a $5,000 prize pool to give away, and that sold itself pretty much. And then it was just so many names got put forward, and I was just like, whoa, let's do it. And it literally was all done within 11 days of me coming up with the idea to us doing the event.
Wow.
So,
and getting all the money and the sponsors.
Yeah, so you think about like how well it was run, and like the content that we got from that, bro, that was all organized in 11 days. So it was like crazy.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was cool. It was a good watch.
Yeah, I didn't think that, like, obviously I knew that we had like the talent here in Levin, but I did not think that it was gonna like be that quality. What it was. Like, as soon as I think it was the first 2 fights, I was sort of like, ooh, Shmeen, this is cool. But then after the third and like that, bro, I was just like frozen. I was like,
look at what you did.
I was like, holy shit, this is a gold mine, bro. I was like, this could pop off.
Yeah, well, because then, like, you think where it gets to as well, that 5,000 could turn to the 50,000, like those guys
eventually,
are doing.
eventually. But I'm happy with like having it. Once you raise the bar, then you can't really lower that bar back down. So I'm happy with where it's at now, until we can start bringing in some bigger names or bigger venues. But that is coming. That is coming. We've got some things in the works.
Because I saw one fella on that first one. Niwa, Barlow, bro, he's a
what an animal. He looks like he was created from God himself.
Yeah, man. And he's
the one that went to 1 minute.
Yeah,
he got fucking rolled, though. Ratchet, though. I felt bad, man, because that was a handy knockout. Yeah, man.
But I did say that to you. I was saying, like, hey, he had a pro fighter, and he was like, he's not a pro fighter, and if he was to fight a pro fighter, I'm telling you, he would get knocked out.
He's an amateur pro boxer.
He's an amateur semi-pro boxer.
But he was like a footy player, right?
Yeah, I think he was like, grew up in like the Chiefs Rugby Academy or something like that. But man,
but he's built.
He's crazy, bro. He's crazy. He was definitely leagues above everyone that was there for sure that day, because he was just running through everyone. Yeah. Except for our man's over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So we'll get to that one. We don't want to jump the gun. But Josh E was in the first one, eh?
Josh E.
So shout out to my bro Josh E. Me and him got a collab album, bro. He's the bro. I love that. He's so cool, he's so talented. He's so disciplined. He's so humble. He's down to earth, bro. He's so real.
He's got a mean energy, bro. I like
he's a good cunt. So it was cool to see him up there and involved. But I was like, where did this come from? Where was the call out? Like, how did these people even know this was happening? Like, all of a sudden, bro, I just seen that. Bang, there's 1MinScraps in the thing. And like I said, it was by another name the first time, right? Yeah. Illuminati.
Illuminati, 1MinScraps. And we did dive into that.
Hard.
That's just my Instagram handle, like Illuminati. It's not like Illuminati, like, like
the triangle
thing. It's like
Illuminati,
so like NGATI. That's been my Instagram handle, my PSN name since like PS3 days. And I was just like sort of threw that name together. Didn't put much thought into it, but then we started getting a lot of backlash from the name of it. Like, we had a lot of Christian or people that go to church and that sort of stuff that wanted to jump on the card, but the elders told them no because of the name. Said that we were involved with we must have been Freemasons, or we're involved with the Illuminati, and that if they fight on this card, there's going to be bad things that happen to them. And all of this sort of stuff, and that sort of like blew me away. Like, I was like, they're just haters, blah 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 blah. But then I sort of sat back and I thought, I actually kind of have to like respect that, because you were like limiting ourselves when it comes to that. So I thought
that's really big if you can be able to do that.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't put much thought into the naming of it, and since we're just beginning, I think I do have a bit of leeway here to like completely rebrand it, and that's what we did.
Yeah, because I didn't because I said to you, I was like, I didn't realize that the two things were connected initially, because I was just like it was popping up 60-second fades, but it was Illuminati, and I was like, man, what's happening? So that's the story. That's why. Yeah,
I just changed it up to 60-second fades, and I just rolled off the tongue. I didn't want it to be like Jordy's 1MinScraps when Dan has his 1MinScraps. I didn't want it to be like a copycat thing, even though we are inspired by what he's already done. But it's I thought we'd just have our own little identity sort of thing.
Yeah, but what's pretty authentic about it is you know him personally, you trained with him in fight camps, and it's like, okay, you are inspired by it, but you actually have a relationship with the guy. You're not just somebody who's going, I'm going to copy and paste.
Yeah. No, I already knew how he would be anyway, and without me even having to go and ask him, like, I knew that how he'd say, what did I make fist fights? Like, did I invent fist fights?
He'd say,
Nah.
I don't give a fuck.
He wouldn't care as long as I went to the right people to get it sanctioned. So it's not just like an event that I've put together and gone, yep, everyone here is going to be fighting for $5,000. Like, I've gone to the person who sanctions our events, Carl Weber. Thank you very much for jumping on board with us and giving us the all okay to do all of that. But yeah, he literally sanctioned our event, so it's all safe. You know, he makes sure we've all got all the right medics, like professional medics, referees, judges, all of that sort of thing. Like, ticks all the boxes, and yeah, it's a safe sport that we're in, and it's on the up and come. You know, it's up and coming sport. It's definitely on the rise, and yeah, we just went all the right ways about it, and that's what I did when I eventually did catch up with Dan about it. I was like, bro, you actually don't mind about it, and he's like, I don't give two shits about it, bro. Like, you know, I didn't invent fighting. And I told everyone, I was like, I told you he would say that. He didn't invent fighting, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
How did that catch up go? Did you talk about what you had launched and how it's going?
Yeah, no, we caught up at the 1MinScraps up in Auckland, the $100,000 one. Caught up from up there, and yeah, he didn't care at all. He was just like, nah, bro, this isn't my idea. This is, you talk to Carl, you make sure everything, you keep him happy, then I'm happy, all good. And I was like, yeah, bro, I already knew that, but I just thought I'd just check in with you and get your blessings first. But
that's cool, bro.
Yeah,
that would have felt good too.
Yeah, it feels like a monkey off my back kind of thing, bro. But
it's crazy that that's sanctioned. Like, you know, like I'm just thinking, like in the office, you get a paper cut, you got to go fill in a form, you got to go and sign out the plasters, like, and then next minute you guys are just going hundy. But 100%, I understand. You got the refs, you got the medics, you got the everything there. It's just funny how different worlds it is.
Yeah.
So in that scenario, you've had what, two fights, two events now?
Yeah, 2 events.
Yep. So what, 2 prizes of $5,000?
Yep.
And the way it works, people will getting their name drawn.
Yep.
So it's at random. You don't know who you're going up against. And then you do rounds. There's an elimination, and you get to the end one-on-one.
Yeah, you have elimination. Sometimes you get the old case where like a winner can't continue. So then the loser of the fight would, as long as he's okay and he's been medically cleared, he'll go into like a wild card system. So sometimes we have like 3 or 4 wild cards, and then when it gets to that matchup where there's no opponent, we'll draw out one of the wild cards. And then if that fella's all good, like if he wants to continue, then he can jump back into the event. And that's how the wildcard system works out quite good. Yeah.
Yeah. So how are people getting on the event?
I'll just promote it, like do like a video, like we're looking for 16 fighters. DM me with your weight, name, and if you're keen or not. And yeah, we'll get back to you. And then I'll get like eventually get like a list of like 30 people. And then I'm sitting there like, okay, like, I'm 50-50 on this guy, so can you send me like a video of you training or some of your fights, and then we'll go from there. And I sort of have to try and pick out who I think would be the best, but at the same time sort of like trying to balance it out, so I'm not getting too many like out of towners. I want to try and stack it with the most local talent that we have.
And then do you also look at like the weight as well? So try and have it in like a range. So
yeah, so the first time we did was 85 to 110, I think, which was a massive gap. But what I'd have like the ones that were from 85 to 97. I'd have them in like one half of the bracket for that would fight each other. So only they fight, and then I'd have the other half. So it's like the 97 to 110, and then like just those ones would fight each other. And then eventually the only way like mean matchup, like a weight mismatch would meet would be in the final, and hopefully like the bigger guy would be at a disadvantage here because he'd be like slightly more tired or fatigued.
It's a thought process. It makes sense.
It does. Yeah, when you've got to have that range of weight, it's not as easy. So that's a good way to do it, actually.
So where are people seeing these? Like, you know, for example, somebody's watching this, they want to be a part of this. Where are they checking out the promotions when this goes down? How do they know when the events are on? How do they know where to reach out?
It's shared on Instagram, 60-second fades page. And also my own page, Illuminati, and plus all of our sponsors will share it. Like, huge thanks to our sponsors that got involved with it. It's just been crazy. Like how far it just spreads, like media, social media, bro. The power of it is crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's like a web, it just spreads like wildfire.
Absolutely. Do you want to shout out some of the sponsors? Is there someone that you want to shout out?
There's the ones that we've had from day dot. I'll just go over them quickly, like Sharp and Ready Concrete, Mando Clothing, Risk Takers, Built by Noah, Active in the Streets, Sapuku Muay Thai, that's one of the main ones. His main ink, you all know who you are, Holistic Beauty, GDC Fight Fit Shot, Nah. Yeah, that's about it.
You've got heaps of sponsors.
Massive
That's
shout out,
amazing.
shout out to everybody.
Shout out to them.
No,
that's
bro, some people are throwing up some money too, man. It's pretty crazy. But it'll all come back tenfold. Like,
well, they can see what you're doing and where it's taking it. Like it's massive. It's cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I got home. I got home when the second one came on. I was out and I was like, babe, we got to go home. I went, I chucked my kick on and put on the TV. I was just sitting there watching it. And then I think we actually we were rewatching it the other weekend.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and it's just funny seeing people, because we're local, seeing people we know everywhere in the crowd and in the fucking walkways and on the road. And it's like, oh, we know that person and that person and that person and the person fighting and the person that lost.
I've seen like Floyd was in the ring, and then I know like Meshach Reynolds, I think his brother was fighting.
Yeah.
But he's a mean fighter though.
I live with
boxer.
them, bro. I live with them. They're my
So
my flatties.
If he does he know you're coming on here?
He sent me like a message just as I was pulling in. I was like, oh no, I don't want to open it and leave him on scene as I'm coming in here. But
he's the bro from way back. So I went to NZIS with him, Institute of Sport down in Wellies.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so I've known him for ages, bro.
Was he like a PT?
No, well, we did PT together.
Oh, shit.
So we did like we started in like the younger ones. We left school early. I think he probably did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then it went through to like PT. I don't know many of the boys. I left in the first year of the sign-offs for PTs, but yeah, back in the day, that's cracker. And then I remember back then he was talking about his brother. Is it Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
Being like a mean boxer.
Yeah.
And then when I seen on the, I think the final, it was Jordy and him, and he was wearing like full on boxing, and I was like, bro, this guy's got to go hard. Like he's a mean fighter. It's like, now it's cool. It's awesome.
Meshach, eh? Is it true he was a head boy? No,
I don't know him from them, bro.
No, many crick.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know him from them, but he's a good bloke.
He's a cool person, bro. He's cool.
It's massive. So when's your next event though?
Sort of in the downtime at the moment. So I'm sort of like trying to figure out what to from here, where they're going to go. It's going to sound like I'm copying Dan, but it's just inspired by his ideas. We're going to go like dad scraps, so it's just people who haven't actually had any ring time at all. And obviously you'd have to have like kids of some sort or kid, and it's just going to be like a lot of the heavier guys maybe. I still don't know about the weight, that sort of thing, or we're going to go open weight and just any skill level at all and just up the prize money and just bring like a bigger, badder event, like just big boys. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Any female?
I've tried to go to the females. I tried to go to the last time, but bro, after the first event, I had so many females hitting me up, like, I want to jump on, and then boom, I put the females out, and it was just crickets, bro. Like, the most I got was 3 at one point, and none of them were from here, and I was like, oh, that's just stock standard. Like, Dan warned me about it, and another guy that does it over in Hastings said it too. He's like, bro, like, don't even bother going to the females. Like, they are the biggest waste of time. And I was like, oh, I did it. And bro, the amount of excuses that I heard, it done my head. And like, oh my God, like, I've got a nail appointment on this date, so I can't come. Or, oh my God, like, I've just fallen pregnant. Can I still fight? And I was just like,
fuck no.
I was like, nah. I was like, nah.
Oh shit.
We'll probably won't come back to that for a little bit.
We'll park it. Yeah, fair
So
enough.
you'll park that one.
So will you take a break till like after footy season, or you reckon there'll be another one before then?
I want to do one more, bro, before then, and then I've got something that I might as well just drop it on here.
Announcement.
Up in Tauranga, they did this Battle of the Clubs, bro. So like I don't know if you've seen it or heard about it, but it's they got all of the rugby clubs around Tauranga or Bay of Plenty region to jump on and do like a corporate boxing event. So obviously it's not going to be in the 1MinScraps arena. It'll be I want to do one more so I can practice my event management skills, and then I want to run like a battle of the clubs with the clubs around here. So every club nominates 1 or 2 people, and we pair them up with someone, and then we run like a big corporate boxing fight night. Yeah, everything. I don't know, like I haven't had much negative feedback on it, but
that'd be a cool idea. I can think of a few people.
Who would go up for boxing? Who?
I won't name them because they'll be like, oh, you dropped my name in it. But I know one guy that he always has a mouth on the field, and I feel like he would want to do it, but I don't know. Yeah.
I think it'll be like a safe environment. You know, you're everyone wearing headgears. You got big boxing gloves on. I think you'd be able to sell VIP tables. Like you could sell.
Oh, that'd be a cool idea if
could,
it was like amateur boxing
like full
style.
amateur, like not like MMA gloves or anything like that. Talking about big pillows, and like, you could even get like the females behind the scenes in on it. Like, you know, you could do so much with it.
And the boxing's where the money's at too.
Yeah.
Like you could do so. If you're doing corporate event, bro, and you're doing what you're doing there, you can make money.
That's 100% true. And I think that maybe even for this one, I wouldn't even mind about like making money, but as long as I'm not losing money, I'll be all good with it. Maybe all the proceeds that we do make from that could go towards, you know, like our local juniors or something like that, bro. That's how I looked at it anyway. Like, I don't mind about not like making money off this. Like, I'm good where I'm at anyway. But so this is just like a hobby or like a love of mine. Like this fighting stuff. Like, I've already been there in the arena, and I've felt what it feels like to get your hand raised like in that environment. So I know that it's like the most honest feeling that you'll ever get in your life. It beats any drug, any alcohol, any sort of emotion feeling that you have. Like, that's the most honest feeling you'll ever have. So it's about what I'm trying to do is like give other people a chance to feel that same emotion too, because they might not get the chance to ever train a martial art or something like that. So just putting on fights for people like that, that's what I love.
That's a cool idea. I'm I hope that happens. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know how keen the HK board will be on it, but I think if it's preached in the right way, or, you know, if we map it out properly, I think
if you do it like, you've got the gloves, you've got the headgear, you've got the refs, you've got the medical staff. Like, it's not illegal. Yeah. You know, if you go about it the right way, I don't know if you'd have to talk to like the council or anything like that. But
you might have to. But,
a bit of admin work, but it'd be worth it. It'd be cool. It'd be a cool thing for the whole Horowhenua to be able to be a part of. I'd be there. I'll buy a corporate table right by the ring if I can.
Bro, for sure. No,
that'd be sick.
That's what's in the pipeline now anyway. So we'll slowly start working towards that. Obviously, it probably would have to be just after rugby season, but that's...
But you could put... Once you've got a few backdoor things there, you could put the feelers out there so that a few of the 40 boys could
start training,
mentally prepare and train as well. Yeah. Because, I mean, all the boys should be fit by the end of the season. Should be. I'll say
it's a good time to get them. It'll be a good way to de-escalate any tensions that grew on the
that's
field.
How I look at it anyway,
I wonder if Ricky would do it.
Well, I'd imagine he'd be keen. But do you see yourself chucking your name in the hat for the 1 minutes? If you're running the event, I know, but can you get in it?
Bro, before I did the first one, I was thinking, I'll just wait to see the winners and I'll just challenge the winner. But then after I seen like the style of fighting that is involved with the 1 minutes, bro, I was like, damn. It doesn't matter how skillful you really are. Like,
just one shot, you got to land.
If you get one shot landed on you, bro, you're over. But eventually, maybe, bro, I'll probably get in there when I feel like it's my time to get back in there. But I don't know. It's one of the good coaches that I'm training with at the moment, Coach Trevette. He said it perfectly. Like, he's gone off around the world and trained taekwondo and all of that, got quite up there. And he said, I've been trying to get him in it too, and he told me, he's like, I didn't learn what I learned to just beat people up from my hometown for prize money. So that's sort of rubbed off for me too. I was like, that's true. Like, I don't look at it like I'm a lot better than any of them or anything like that. It was like, it sort of defeats the purpose of why I learned what I learned. It's just come down and beat the cuzzies and our mates up for $5,000. I was like, I don't know, it doesn't really sit well with me. Obviously, I'm preaching and I'm still putting on the event, but...
but a lot of the guys that are coming in aren't trained fighters. They're just having a scrap, just coming in, seeing what they can do, and I think it's ballsy as fuck. First off, it's ballsy as fuck.
Ballsy as, bro. But for me to jump in there and run the event myself, and then to I think I'd feel pretty stink, to be honest.
I think having the training as well, you'd like naturally have that kind of conscience. Like half these guys haven't got training, and I have, so it'd be a little bit. Even if they're 20 kgs heavier than you, still have the knowledge. Yeah. So I think it would be a little bit like I would say unfair, but then also you can't say it's fair or not fair, because someone can walk in and get their name picked out at 65, and someone can be 100, and they got to do the matchup. It is what it is.
Well, I have weighed it up. I thought it's sort of like a lose-lose for me, because obviously if I if I win, then it's like, oh, like you're there to like train anyway. But then if I lose, then I'm like, shame you got knocked out from someone who doesn't train. So
it's like a lose-lose.
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm good where I am. I'm happy putting other people on the mat. But I am open to like, doing like a one-off fight with, like an exhibition fight on these sorts of things. I've just been waiting for someone to actually like sort of drop my name in there. But I was just like, I'm sort of just been chilling, just happy of organising. Happy with being Dana White at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, bro. That's a good feeling. That's a title. Yeah, fuck.
I like that.
What about me and him as an exhibition 1-on-1 1v?
Cunt's always saying this shit, bro.
Battle of the influencers.
I'm not an influencer. I just share photos of my kids. That's all I do. No.
Well, I'm gonna beat you up for it.
Fuck off. He always says, I can't. See, my issue is I'm not a serious person. So even in sparring, I'm always just joking around and stuff. Whereas you're as serious as, like, competitive as motherfucker. So I'll be like laughing and stuff, and you'll go ham. Like, I just don't think that I could do it.
It would make for a good. Well, how long does it go for? 1 minute, 60 seconds?
60 seconds.
Yeah, would be all right for
I think I'd rather just do it not in front of people.
With a camera?
No, just like I couldn't. I can't. I get too embarrassed as well. Like I'm thinking about these guys walking up on there, like ballsy enough to get in there and have a scrap. But if you lose in front of all these people, like that'd be embarrassing.
It's
like I'd
probably
be
not what they're
embarrassed.
wanting to psych themselves up with.
But
though.
that's what I would think. It'd be like walking in there, like fuck. If I get knocked out, I don't want to look like a bitch. But then also, like not because you're ballsy enough to get in the ring with no, like most of these guys, like I say, have no training and they're just like fuck it, I'm gonna give it a run and see what happens. That's mean. Like props to them, straight up respect to them because I'm not doing it. Straight up. I'm watching it from the TV and you know what? The difference as well. Like I've been to fights like proper MMA fights and that in person. It's way different in person, eh? Like the hits are way harder.
Yeah,
like
the room's way hotter.
Yeah, no, that's mean. So
well, we'll build on that idea a little bit. I want to just quickly bounce back. You said you're a video game player. What's your favorite game?
Oh, bro, I'm like a rugby league nerd, bro. Like, I'm hopeless at shooting games and that sort of thing. I'll jump on with the boys and be their medic or whatever, but yeah, I just love playing rugby league or UFC, fight, like just sports games that are real repetitive.
Madden?
Yeah, that's nice, repetitive. I just love repetitive games. I don't know what it is. Just games that doesn't change that much, but I just love sport games, bro.
I used to love the UFC and you play it online and you go through your training camps. And I used to love that. Yeah. My era of UFC that I remember loving the most, like 2009, 2010, 2011. Like I felt like I just knew the whole roster inside and out. It was just like that got me into the watching it. And for me personally, it was Brock Lesnar. When he jumped, bro. Yeah, fucking A. Like, I was just like, that's what drew me to UFC. And then from there, obviously, you're seeing everybody's fights on the card, and now you're wanting to watch the next one. What can you say about what you've kind of seen and watched?
I think it's like evolved like a lot over the years. Like, I think everyone back in the days when I first started watching was quite like one-dimensional. Like, I couldn't say for sure. Is that what you're talking about? Like how it's evolved?
Yeah. It's been a long time period.
I think like George St. Pierre, that was like one of my favourite fighters. Just
Me
because
too.
I thought he was so well rounded. But then now that I watch back at his, probably gonna be a hot take. But now that I look back at his stuff, he was quite wrestling like heavy. He wasn't actually that well rounded. Like compared to some of the dudes that are out there now. Like that's why it's crazy. Like the level of skills that we have now. Like these dudes are really up, like, pretty much max stats, bro, by like 20, 25 years old. Like, whereas everyone else back in the days, their prime wasn't until like they're like 30, 35. But
it was more of a niche as well because it wasn't as much of a career, eh? There wasn't as much money in it. It wasn't as popularized. It wasn't as exposed. Yeah,
you'd either get like a boxer, you'd get like a kickboxer, or you'd get like a jiu-jitsu guy, but you would never have like more than two like arts that you were really good at. But now everyone has to be really good at everything, otherwise you don't make it very far.
Oh, sorry, bro.
When you were at CKB, was Nav there?
No. I was there probably 3 or 4 years before Nav got there, right? That's what crazy. That's what was crazy to actually see how quickly he leveled up.
That's what I was going to say. Is weekend we had the UFC New Zealand talent on the lineup.
Yeah,
Nav got a mean dub. It was a mean clip that you shared.
It was coming, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen his highlights before he went into the UFC.
He got inked up too, before it. Like,
Oh, he's been getting covered. He'll be covered.
He's got two sleeves now. Yeah.
He'll be covered. He said that actually on the podcast. He's saying that he plans to get covered. So
yeah, well, he's a tattoo every win or something like that.
He's making an effort. He's going to get some tattoos in if that's the case.
Bro, he's
Israel though, 4 losses.
Yeah, tough. I don't know much about what's going on there, because he doesn't seem like the same Izzy anymore either. Like, I don't think personality. I mean, I just think I didn't see as much charisma as I have before.
Is it age though?
Oh, I don't know.
Naturally, I think
he's still got it there. I think he still can do it. I just, the last 4 fights. I don't know about the last 4 fights, but the last 2. I just didn't see as much as what we used to see. All the charisma and the spinning and the showboating and all that sort of jazz. I think that's him, and I think if it's missing, maybe that's what it. Again, I'm not a fighter. I don't know what's missing or what is there, but just from what I can see as a supporter, which I'll still support him whether he's winning or losing, because he's again, like I say to all these, like with your events. Bro, these guys are still getting in there and going for it. He's still getting in there and fighting against some of the best people in the world. Like, you're going to lose. You're not going to win every fight. And maybe he's in a slump. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what's going on? But the fact that he's still getting back up and going again, props to him, to be honest.
What's your take on it?
I think the activity is what's got to him, to be honest. Like, he's so used to being in there every, 3 or 4 months. So it's like that's what his body's, it's like muscle memory for him is like, that sort of activity. But when you haven't been in there for 13 months, I think he's just fiending a fight. Like, that's what he even said after that. He felt all good, felt like he was outclassing him. And he might be a bit slower, he might be a bit long in the tooth, a bit slower, but he was actually piecing that guy up, Joe Pyfer, and then it wasn't until he'd figured out that he'd actually got him on the ropes where he started pressing him, and he just wanted to fight because he knew that the fight was about to be over. So he thought, bugger it, I'm trying to come in and give this other guy a chance, since he's an up-and-comer. When I was coming up through the ranks, I fought dudes that were up in the same position, and they gave me the same shot, so I'm just going to go out on my shield here and just give him a fight, because he felt like he hadn't been in a fight yet, so he's, made himself vulnerable during the fight. But yeah, it's pretty sad to see, because it's like a hero growing up, and I know him personally, so it's pretty tough to see. It's pretty tough to see, but I know he'll be back. He'll keep coming. He'll I think he's got maybe 3 or 4 more fights left on his deal, and then just make the most of it while we got him, I guess.
I saw a video he put up, and he was quite emotional. It's pretty tough to see, because like he said, he does that. He's out there for his fans, for the people that are supporting him, and how he feels like he's letting people down, and that's tough, man. Like, you think fighting is a one-on-one sport. You're out there on your own. You don't have teammates to have your back and that sort of thing. So to think that when he's out there, he's not just thinking about himself, but he's thinking about other people. Yeah. That's there's a lot of emotion in that. I think that's quite tough to, like I said, you go into the ring, you lose. It's not only embarrassing, but you got a lot of weight on your back now.
Yeah.
Thinking about the people in your corner, all those people that spend all that time with you in the fight camps and that. So I can't imagine half of the emotion that he's going through, and hopefully he can spin it around, land another fight in the next 6 to 8 months, and then go again. And maybe that's what he needs, is just to get another fight fast and get back in the ring. I don't know. Did he take much damage?
I think he might have broken his nose. I seen him squinting there quite a bit once he got put in there. Once his back got taken, but he'll be alright, bro. I don't know. It'd be hard to wake up every day though. You can start training when you got silky sheets and all the money in the world. But
Dan's on a similar streak though, isn't he? What's he running at?
He must be about four losses out of his last 5 fights or something like that. He must be pretty close to that. But
he loves to scrap though. He's a fucking hard bastard.
I mean, no, bro, these dudes are just crazy. Like they've been doing this their whole lives, but they're still good people. It doesn't take away from that. I don't know. I feel like they're too tough for their own good in a way. Yeah, they should probably just ride off into the sunset and call it a day. But I don't know. They just love it.
I mean, what age do you reckon's probably you're hitting it in the sport of martial arts?
Oh, if you got all the money in the world, bro, like this, you're only doing it out of love now, eh? Like if you could happily retire off it, then go, because you've only got one brain. So if you're gonna keep taking the hits just because you love the sport, I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
And saying that, we've got Mayweather and Pacquiao coming up.
Oh my days, I didn't even hear about that. No.
You haven't seen that?
Nah.
Bro, that's announced like Sky Sports in September.
Oh my days.
Yeah, Pacquiao and Mayweather round 2.
And they're going to make the most money that's ever been
Of
made.
course. And then you've got McGregor lined up for the White House card.
Oh my God.
You haven't seen that either?
Nah,
UFC's doing an event at the White House.
Yeah, I've seen the White House.
And so
one,
McGregor's coming out of retirement for it.
Oh
Apparently, Jones wanted in on it, but then they wouldn't pay him what he wanted for the Tom fight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
how would he even be allowed on the White House if he'd got like criminal convictions and that sort of thing, eh?
They dismissed Lil Wayne and Kodak Black and shit.
Donald Trump's the president.
Donald Trump.
So he probably like,
Kanye West rocks up with his hat on and he's all good.
Yeah.
Trump's busy, bro. They're not judging people in America at the moment.
Just have him on bail at the White House.
Yeah, I know. Well, those are some big fucking box office fights. What do you think of Jake Paul? What he's doing?
Oh, bro, I used to like I couldn't stand him at the start. I thought, man, I would piece him up. But then after the years have gone on, bro, he's gotten so much better as like a boxer for real. Like,
he's actually got the heart, eh?
He's got the heart, bro, for sure. He's still, I think he's cracked the code. Like he's found like the perfect villain for the whole world, like for everyone to hate and tune in and be like, man, I want to tune in so I can watch this guy get a hiding. But
he's led the path for a lot of people too. Like he's kind of intertwined the celebrity into these sports that gives a segue into these people being able to have a play in those games.
100. I couldn't agree more, bro. He's put so much eyes on the boxing world, bro. It's been pretty cool to see.
Now he's got his own fight promotion. And have you seen Ronda Rousey's lined up?
Yeah,
you seen that? That's on his promotion. So UFC wouldn't pay
on the
Rousey.
same night as the White House thing too.
Is it?
Yeah, they're trying to compete with each other.
I didn't even see that.
That's why Jake Paul did that.
What a good, because he's going for Dana White. He's like, you don't pay your fighters enough. I'll pay them, and now you got someone like Rousey coming out of retirement for it.
And I'm pretty sure they're trying to get John Jones to be released from his UFC contract, and he's going to try and pay Ngannou and John Jones to fight on that same day, so that no one watches that UFC card.
Yeah,
true.
That'd be you just watch this one and then watch that one afterwards.
I'm priority.
Two different screens, eh? All good.
I'm illegally streaming them, both of them, man.
Even though it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix? Oh,
Jake's
one of them won't be though.
Jake's one is
UFC. You'll have to use
crack
streams or something like that. VIP box.
VIP box.
My first time watching that, I remember was not my first time, but one that I remember was the McGregor Mayweather fight. I remember just everywhere kept getting shut down, and you have to go find another link and another site, another person streaming, another Facebook Live.
It's like TikTok. You go and watch it on people's TikToks, and then everyone's like liking and commenting. They're like, "Stop liking it! It's gonna get dropped. It's gonna get banned." And then it gets dropped, and you're like, "Damn, go find another one."
So, but before we wrap up too, bro, we got a special guest. We're going to bring him on to the hot seat. But before we do, you've got Fight Camp Journeys, and you've got a journey in its own right with the Wanderers.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that needs a spotlight or a shout out chucked at them that is on the come up?
Yeah, I'll actually do it to a whole movement that we have going on now. So obviously we've got the 60-second phase. That's its own little thing. But we've got like a big friends group, like Jamie Gates, you know him. Trevette Murray, Chris Scanlon, who owns a Sapuki Muay Thai gym down there. Coach Biddy, and we've all come together and we've started LV and MMA.
Mean.
And that's been like a thing that we've been sitting on for years and years now too, and it's just been like no movement on it, but we've finally got together and we've gone off and we've hand selected 25 individuals who we think that will be able to like fit for the program and eventually get them trained up to have fights. And once we get to the certain stage, we'll open up our own gym and we'll have full-on events that come back here to Levin, and we'll have a full-on team. And at the moment, we're just going through different blocks. We do like a 6-week stand-up block, 6-week grappling block, and then a 6-week wrestling block, and then a 6-week BJJ block. And after that, we'll all mix it all together, and then hopefully by then we can actually open up classes to the public for anyone to come through. So we're about a third of the way through the training up these individuals at the moment. Yeah, I'm loving where it's at. You know, it's great minds just working together. You know, like we've all gone off and we've learned our own martial arts. So just coming together and sharing the knowledge. Like a lot of people can be holdouts of what they know and all of that, but we're all just about just sharing what we've all learned. And we're loving the camaraderie and the brotherhood that we have got going on down at the moment. It's pretty plain and simple too. So if you miss 3 classes a week, then you're gone, you're off the team, and then we bring someone else in that's hungry that wants it. So yeah, if you want to be part of it, LV and MMA on Instagram as well. That's definitely popping off, and there's big things coming up ahead with that for sure.
That's massive. Yeah. It's small world too, bro. Like Jamie, I made his first fucking entrance song. So I think it was like when I first started rapping, bro, 2012, 2013, like way back. I think we were in school still. I'd just come out of school. Yeah. And like I made his entrance song for his first fight, bro. Like that's a throwback as. And Chris, I've got a good relationship with him running way back as well. Because his ex was my ex's sister. And we spent a year going through a security course, and we spent time bouncing at O'Malley's together as well. Yeah, that was throwbacks.
Stories there, bro.
Fuck, bro, I used to bounce at the office. I used to bounce at Mr. Q's, and I used to bounce at O'Malley's, bro. And O'Malley's was always the rowdiest. That was always the hundiest fucking environment.
Some scraps happen there, bro. It's crazy. Bro, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny you say that too, because Jamie's one that got me into fighting, bro. Would always be on the piss, and he'd always do that dumb shit, bro. And he'd just he'd like leg kick you or fucking elbow you or something. Yeah. And he'd always ask people, "Are you keen for a spar?" And like no one would be keen, bro. But I'm pissed at him. Yeah, bro. I'll always be keen, and he'd just bash me all the time. And then I was actually just like, bro, I want to train up so I can actually like beat him up one day. But he's my mate, like I love him to bits, but it was just like I want to train up so that one day I can actually match what you bring.
Have you said a one-on-one?
Nah, not yet, bro. Nah, he's scared.
That could be the exhibition.
He's scared.
That could be the fight.
That could be the exhibition, bro.
He's cool, bro. I love him to bits, bro. Love him to bits.
Yeah, I had this time, bro. We were on the street, I don't know, living very well, but out towards Hokio Beach. And this fellow with this big ass shaft of a fucking stick, I don't know what it was, some kind of big handle, coming down the street at us, and he wanted to give us a whack. Jamie just got fucking ruthless, hey? He's just all at him. He wants to fucking go. He doesn't care about any weapon. He's just in it. And it's like, I'm in it too now. Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah. But thank you for coming through, bro. We're going to let you go, and we're going to bring the bro through.
Can I ask one more question?
Oh, yeah, hey. Yep.
Sorry. Just obviously, you've taken some influence from the Dan Hooker scraps of your stuff. Any idea if you're going to do bare knuckle at any stage? You think you'll ever do it or nah?
Well, seeing how much the winners at Dan Hooker's one, how Burrell's demolition, it was destruction, where like no one was able to continue. Like there was so many people that were like falling out. I don't know if maybe we'll be able to do like some fights bare knuckle, but I think bare knuckle in a tournament scenario wouldn't be the way to go, because it's literally like World War III out there, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think reserve it for like the exhibition fight, and you know how like wrestling you got like the no DQ match. Yeah, do like the Kimbo Slice match, bro, and that's the street fight. That's bare knuckle.
One
call it the Kimbo Slice match.
Yeah. No, I think we've been given the blessing to venture out into doing that sort of thing by our governing, our sanctioning body. But yeah, we can do anything. We can do anything here, bro. It's just
Might see it in the future.
Bro.
Well, thank you, brother. Wheturangi.
Yep.
We'll bring you through, my bro, and get you to quickly have a seat.
I got a couple of questions.
Sweet. Thank you for having me, boys.
All good, bro. Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, one more thing. Sorry.
Nah.
What are you grateful for? Just tell us before you leave. We normally do it at the end, but I'll get it from you quickly. What's one thing you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for being here.
For being here?
I like that. We'll run it.
Sweet.
Cheer, bro. Thank you.
Hey, brother.
Welcome, brother. So you didn't get to do a sound check or nothing, so you're going to be like, oh my shit, what is this? But yeah, chuck the headset on. Yep, aim the mic at your mouth.
Chat.
Say what up.
What up?
Cool. All good? You hear yourself all good?
Yep.
Safe. It's going to be different, bro, but yeah, sorry, we didn't get the sound check. I didn't think about that. Anyways, welcome to the Making a Statement podcast, bro. You've got a story in its own right. You've been a part of these events and these the latest rounds of scraps with the 60-second fades. I want to hear about it. Are you also a player for the Wanderers?
Not actively.
No, you have been?
Yeah.
Because I actually recognised you. So I was watching the TV, I seen you in it, and I'm thinking, how do I know him? And then it wasn't until I clicked, I seen you play in Foxton, and I thought you were the man. So, yeah.
Was that the game that you came and watched me play?
Probably. Was he in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then that would have been the game. I recognised him and remembered him from that game.
Yeah, probably was.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Making a Statement podcast, bro. How did you find it all? The fighting, the 60-second fades.
Yeah, it was cool, bro.
How did you prepare yourself for it?
Yeah, I didn't have much preparation. Had a good bro that held some pads for me. It was for like a week before the first one. Like the bro said, we only
11 days, eh?
Yeah.
You've been in both of them.
Yeah, I was on both of them. I was on the last one. Yeah.
True. And did you win one, eh?
Yeah, won the first one.
First one.
Yeah, that's massive. So congratulations. You got the prize money?
Yeah, bro.
5K?
Yeah.
What did you spend that on?
I brought my daughter a car.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oof. Lucky that, see, look at that 60 seconds, bro. Progress a few times through that neck minute car. That's all
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah, I was able to do that.
A week's worth of training, obviously, you're on short notice. How did you mentally prepare?
Yeah, bro. It was just wanting to test my heart.
And did you think, like, at the end of the day, you were going to win? Were you going in there to win it?
No, bro. No, I was literally just testing my heart. Like, I think a couple of days before I found out about it, I was this was in the new year, and I was just trying to get fit. Went for started walking up trig. I was like, bro, I'm unfit. So when I found out about this, like, you know, I knew I was unfit, so I just wanted to go in there and test the heart.
And do you end up running up trig?
Do I run up trig?
Are you leveling up the walking?
Nah, bro.
Trig's a mission, eh?
It's hectic, eh?
I ran the first couple of hills. I always thought, bro, that before you went into a fight, like a ring fight, you know, 3 2-minute rounds or whatever, that you should be able to run up trig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good, like, kind of milestone and a good goal to have.
Yeah.
In comparison, because you obviously got to be fit, you got to be durable, endurance. Have you had any kind of background before the fact? Have you had trainings? Have you done any martial arts?
Nah, bro, nah. Over the last couple of years, I've done like a couple of months boxing. Yeah, that's about it.
You got a mean straight. You got a mean too. Hey, yeah, I seen was it your first fight in the bare knuckle, and you hit that straight and it just bang, just dropped them. Was that the first one?
In the bare knuckle?
The bare knuckle one recently.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Was that was a straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that was mean.
So this is Dan Hooker's 1MinScraps.
Yeah, just last weekend. Yeah.
Oh, last weekend, the one that's just
bro.
been.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. I ended up making. I was supposed to be in the finals, but I couldn't carry on because I got a cut to my eye.
Oh.
Otherwise, yeah, I would have been in the finals.
You would have won
For
that final, bro.
50K.
Fuck, for somebody at the start of the year that was like, oh, I'm walking up trig.
Yeah.
And, you know, 11 days notice, 7 days notice for this event, and you made it all the way through that, won one, got another one, and then end up in Auckland, and you're in the finals for that prize money, bro. Fuck, how did you feel not being able to fight that last fight?
Oh, I was pretty tired anyway.
Fair, but so with the next person that you were up against, there could have been that chance of taking home that prize money.
Yeah.
The fella that ended up going up, he was the one that you fought in the semis, eh?
Yeah, bro.
And did he win that? Bro, so you would have won that, eh? That's what I'm thinking.
You beat the guy that won
You
it.
beat the guy that won it already in the
Bro,
fight before.
You should get halves on the prize money.
No, he should have. Just, here you go. Sorry, brother.
Yeah.
No, I mean that would have been a tough situation to go through. But I saw the bro chuck the video up, bro. You handled it well, and what was her name? Is it Sue? Sue? So that's cool that they have her there to check on the fighters and stuff, because she said something like if you had got hit there or something, you probably could have lost your eye, or you couldn't have closed your eye or something. Yeah. So it's cool that they have that there to protect the fighters and that. I reckon that's cool. What were your thoughts going from doing the 60-second the fades with gloves to going to no gloves? Was it nerve-wracking any more than before?
You know, people say, "Oh, bare knuckle," but that's how we fight.
Facts. Yeah. So are you background street fighting, kind of like the bro?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just gotten in it throughout your childhood and growing up and that?
Yeah, bro. It was the norm.
Are you living base doing through?
Yeah, bro. Well, been here since I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, but growing up in Gisborne, bro, fighting was the norm, mate, right from little kids. You're walking down the street and want to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how were you in those, holding your own?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So are you naturally like applying what you've got, your street smarts in these fight settings? Because you haven't had that background. So you're going up against somebody that might have training in this, and like are you finding this environment different? The people you're fighting is like a different fight?
Yeah, like obviously skills, skills is a big factor in experience. But like I say, bro, like growing up when it's the norm, like honestly, like I don't even like fighting, but when the bro started up this event, I was like, oh yeah, is that what we're doing?
Man,
pretty good thing that you're doing it, because you're doing well.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. So in those environments coming up, fighting over everything, is there anything that you can go, yeah, we had a fight over this? Like, what's as minimal kind of those street fights that you might have gotten? What are those over?
Yeah, bro, it's right back from primary.
What's triggering them? Is it just clashing? Is it cultural? Is it gang related at that point?
Cultural is like that was the norm, bro, for Gisborne anyway.
Yeah.
Just, you don't like that person, or I don't like that person, so we're just gonna have a scrap, sort of thing.
I'm not even like we don't like each other. It's just, I don't know, bro, just so normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I think though is, like, when you've only got that 60 seconds, they might have all the training in the world and all the different background.
That 60 seconds definitely equalizes everything.
Yeah, because they might not have that chance or opportunity to use that skill set. They've got 60 seconds, hands flying at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the thing as well, with the 60 seconds compared to a 3-round or 2-round 3 minutes or whatever comparison. You're not conservative and trying to use as much skill, rather than empty the tank and hit as hard as I can and hope to land a punch, because it's like the bro was saying, all it takes is one punch in that sort of aspect, isn't it? Like you could be two people, one's fully trained and one's not, and if you're just standing there going toe to toe, one person might land the good shot. So it's pretty much what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. And you've only got 60 seconds, like you just going at it, right from the jump. It's kind of it's less paced out, it's less spaced, it's less analysed, it's kind of more who's in there, who's getting this.
I think you got to have a pretty solid chin too, eh?
Oh, facts.
Some of the boys take some solid shots and they drop and they get straight back up and they're in it again. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's adrenaline too, eh? You feel that?
Yeah, bro, 100%. Yeah.
Is it the punch in the face that's getting that amping through your body, or is it just punching them in the face?
I don't know, bro. Just the whole environment, atmosphere, the nerves. I'm not too sure exactly what triggers it.
What's going through your mind in the 60 seconds that you're up there?
Just like everyone says, just breathe, try and relax. That's all I normally hear when I'm in there, is people just saying, just breathe.
You're hearing them from around you talking?
Yeah.
Or like you're hearing this from what you've been told?
No, like around me.
They're around there coaching you through it. Yeah. The Dan Hooker one, you got semi-finals. Sounds like you could have and should have taken out those finals. Do you get is there backup prize monies? Is there some like semi-final prize money for that?
Nah, bro, but there was for this one they had 5K for a clean knockout.
Oh, okay.
So I got 5K for that.
You got 5K off that?
Yeah.
Was that from that first one?
Yeah, bro.
Man,
That's on, bro.
I saw him walk out and say that, and I was like, did the bro get it? I don't know. Like, I don't know, but I saw him say it.
And yeah, plus you get a K just for showing up.
Oh, true.
hey.
So all of the competitors get paid
Yeah, bro.
something. Is that to cover like flights and shit like that too, I guess? Because it's an expense in itself.
Yeah, well, you could use it for there, but I think it's just an initiative just to show up.
Yeah. How many people are in one?
32.
32, yeah.
32. So if you got to the finals, how many rounds did you have? Like 5, 4?
I think it would have been 5 if you made the finals.
True. And yeah, 4 rounds bare knuckles.
Yeah.
Fucking no matter who's in
think,
that finals, you're gonna have a fuck face.
Right, I've just seen a post of Dan's too. He was even saying that that was a bad idea for a tournament of bare knuckle.
Yeah. Oh, it's just another level of like relentlessness to it. Like, oh shit. But I've heard a rumor, and I just want to clarify this from the horse's mouth. That during these 1-minute scraps of Dan Hookers, they get paid through gambling sites. Is that correct, or do you get paid cash money?
Cash money, bro. I think it was last night. It was just a text. What's your bank account number? Boom. Hour later or something.
Bang, he would have got 1K and a 5K, $6,000 straight to the bank.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a good fucking.
Where did you hear that rumor?
Facebook.
Of course you did. I think it's only because of the doctor.
Yeah, of course that's
because
why.
he sponsors it. But
Of course that's why, but that's what
whether it came from that or not, oh well, it's money's money.
Yeah, but that was what I seen that people speculating, and that was getting ran as facts. Was that the competitors are paid through enticing them into gambling through this and that, and I think maybe just putting additional spotlight on the gambling aspect.
Oh, that'll just be that other side that we spoke about earlier, the non-gamblers
The
and the
clicks,
yeah, the 2 clicks. So that'll be what it is.
Yeah. So fuck, bro, that's massive. Walking away, $6,000 you made there, $5,000 you made at the Bros. So I think you've made more money than me this year.
Yeah,
You're doing all right.
I got 6 at the Bros too.
Oh, was there another great? What's the other grand for?
I think it's like the best knockout or something.
Oh shit, you got a thing going there. There's some good money in this for you, bro. So what are you thinking? What's next for you? Is there another event? Are you lining something up? Are you in talks for anything?
Nah, bro. Nah, like I seen Dan's latest post about his next event, and it was like call someone out if you hate them, and I was like straight away, it's like I don't hate anyone.
So you didn't know who to call out.
Yeah.
And plus,
Call out the bro. He wants a fight, he said.
and plus, I don't know, you don't really want to see the same face on every event. Like I know there's thousands of applicants for all his events, so.
How did you get selected specifically for this Dan Hooker one? Is that anything from the ones that you were already doing?
Yeah, I think it was off our first one, and just from the bro with his connections.
True, like pitching them forward. Like you helped put the name forward, Jordy. Did you do that for a female as well? Chris, I think, was telling me about a female locally that went up into the doctor's female division. Oh, maybe Chris put her name forward. He was saying something like that.
I saw you. You went up to the one in Dan Hooker's house, but you got the worst fucking matchup. Hey, you couldn't even fight the guy. He was just kind of pushing you and stuff. That was like ratchet as. I was like, how does that even work? Because that's like what you were saying, how you had to pick like the weight classes and stuff with the ones down here. So like that's a hard matchup to kind of make. Hey, so I can't even imagine how you would have.
Yeah, bro.
That was ratchet.
I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, well, he's run at you and he's like 150 kg. Huh? 220. Nah, this guy was
kilos.
massive, bro. You have to watch it. I saw the name and I saw him walk out. I went, oh, this is fucked. So you can't even fight him.
Was this in the latest rounds on the weekend?
No, the one before.
Yeah.
Was it the one before?
Yeah.
The one before. Have you done 2 of Dan Hookers?
Yeah.
Oh, you done 2 of Dan Hookers and 2 of the Bros. Fuck, you're just in it. 1 minute, that's you. You're gonna take that title.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I mean. I'm grateful to be in all of them, but in Dan's one, so yeah.
I think you got a redemption story there, though, with this last one falling unlucky with that semi with the cut. there might be a redemption there, eh? There might be like a, you know, kind of comeback or get revenge sort of thing.
Straight off.
That's cool, man.
Off the top, it would be quite cool to see, like, once there's been enough of them, like
The champs.
one with all the finals, like one with all the, you know, the winners or something like that, like the collective, and do like a best of.
Or like how many have they done now?
Oh fuck, they're doing them every 2
Because
months.
you could do like the top 4 from each round come in for like a head to head or something. That'd be a cool one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take that idea.
Good. Is that an exhibition or main fight for the next one? The Kamad and the other bro that won the first one.
Is
I'm
it
not
what,
sure.
the doctors or?
Yeah, the doctors.
Oh, okay. So they're doing exhibition on these lineups as well.
Yeah. Well, they are on his next one.
Because I saw he's changing the way he's paying it as well. It's not one big 50K or something. It's like each fight gets paid out or something like that.
Oh, more money in there.
Well, I don't know if it's more money. I think it's just split up so that I think each fight gets, like, whoever wins the fight gets it, or it's like I can't remember
I see.
how
And then if
exactly
you
how I
win
did it.
your fight, you've probably won 50 grand.
Well, I don't even know if it's
No,
rounded.
so
I think it's just one round. That's it, is it?
Yeah.
And then,
bro.
like, so out of that fight, so I think it's like a 5K pool or something, or 4K. And if you win that fight, you take that money and you're gone. And it's one fight.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I don't quote me.
Yeah, it's not
I
the
read
same
it
kind
today
of knockout
roughly.
tournament style.
Yeah. I think it's more just like you pick someone and you and that fella have a fight and then you get to take that money. But
Kinda
you just
like
have
a
to put
UFC
on a
card.
show. You can't just call the bro and be like, let's just jump around and look like we're going to skate, because they just won't pay you.
Yeah.
It's like they say with the fights, like they say, like, I think even you guys said, like, if you're here, you just have to want to fight. You ain't going to fight if you don't want to fight. And you just have to actually be going, like, I think even one of the fights, the recent one, the bare knuckle, they were kind of moving around a lot and not throwing any punches, and then the ref just comes in and goes, fight! And they're already in the middle of the fight, but they're just not punching. So I think he's like, you're in there for 60 seconds, you just got to stand and bang like the whole time.
Yeah, facts.
So I think that's the hardest thing is, especially if you're trained, because you're not trained to just go in and throw hands like that. You're trained to try and have precision. So I think it'd be hard for someone that's actually trained to, like a boxer or something, to just stand there and throw punches and accept punches rather than move away from them. I don't know.
Because all the
Ballsy,
technique
man.
can go out the window when you're punched in the nose.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's never a good feeling. But why don't you, like, just, you know, thinking out loud, the bro's pitching as LV and MMA, is that anything that you're like motivated to get into? Is that something you
Yeah,
can
I
see
am
yourself
in
doing? Oh, you're in it?
Yeah.
Oh, you
cool.
are doing some shit like that. I mean.
bro.
So how are you finding that?
No, good, bro. And I'm not really doing it to fight myself.
Mhm.
Like I don't. Yeah, it's more just for the knowledge.
Yep. And the fitness, of course, as well.
Yeah. But we're just starting off. Well, I say we're just starting off right at the basics and everything, but still, get a mean sweet on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at putting on and this goes back to you talking about event management. There's so much mahi that goes into that, eh? But we're looking at putting on the first wrestling event here in Foxton. And so last week, I went to Wanganui and I had to jump in one of the training sessions for the wrestling. And I didn't think it would, like literally for about the first 30 minutes, it was just all cardio, in sync, you know, workouts, squats and push-ups and jumps and claps and sprints and sideways and stretches and this. And I was like, man, this is like boot camp. This is good though. You know, I loved it. The feeling felt really fulfilling and really sore the next day. So yeah, is that maybe what you can see yourself working towards, is maybe something in one of those actual fights, a fight environment, not just a 1 minute banger, but like an actual sanctioned round fight?
No, I don't have any interest in doing that.
True.
Yeah, just for the knowledge.
It's cool though, bro, because man, when you need to, you use it. Obviously, come out the gate swinging and get through, get the rounds, get the prize money, and carry on. It's a good way to do it. Whilst you're here, bro, on the Making a Statement podcast, we tried to fill it with the bro. We got what is grateful for. He said it was being here. We do a mental health check-in as well. So I'm just going to run those two things with you before we wrap up. So out of 10, for the week that it's been, considering you've had a pretty big, memorable, and you got paid $6,000 this last week, where are you sitting at out of 10 mentally?
Say like a solid 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anything in particular getting you down?
No.
No. I think, I'm just thinking for you, but, do you hold any kind of thought process against that, not being able to use that finals, that last match? Do you have a what if in your head about that?
Nah, bro. No, not at all.
That's massive. That's big, bro. That's mature.
Look to the future, eh? It's like it was what it was. Whatever happens next is what happens next, eh? So
yeah, it was just unreal to be there. Like I didn't even really, even with all our other ones, never really thought I'd win. Yeah,
man, that's massive.
Have that prize money in my head.
Yep. Well, but now you got it in your bank. Fuck, that's mean. And bro, what we do as well, we wrap up our podcast with a what are you grateful for? So in the week that's been to now, like where are you at and what are you grateful for right now?
Just all these opportunities we've had this year.
Massive.
All these fightings and just like being here.
Yeah, massive, bro. Cuzzy Trev, that's usually how he runs his gratefuls, is usually opportunity. So you can't run that because the bro used it. What are you grateful for?
Get back to me.
I thought, do you know, I was going to feed him something for what he's grateful for because I gave him dinner tonight. He always comes here unfed, and then when he showed up, I said, do you want some dinner, Cuzzy Trev? And he's like, yes, please. So you had dinner.
Actually, I'm grateful for even because obviously I finished work I got to Levin because I have to drop off the bro. I got to Levin at like 6:10. So I shot off and got here about 6:30. So I haven't gone home, haven't had a shower. I'm still in my work clothes. Haven't eaten. So yeah. And Ethan was like, "Oh, do you want food?" I'm like,
because he
fucking oath.
He comes every week, right? He hasn't had dinner, and then at the end, he's like, "Man, I'm so hungry," and he talks about it. So I was like, "Babe, put an extra plate aside for Cuzzy Trev, so when he shows up, he can have a feed."
You've done that. You've set the bar now. Now you're gonna have to do that next week.
Oh, we always make enough for leftovers though. So if he needs to on a Tuesday, don't bother me.
I might need to jump in on that.
No, you don't. You live around the corner, and you get home at 5:30.
No, 6.
6?
Yeah, I don't usually leave the office until nearly 5:30.
Oh, you'll be right.
What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my wife.
I've heard that one.
Yeah, most weeks, but I always am. Like, I don't know. She just makes the work, the podcast, being a dad, just everything easier. It could be so much harder, but it's good to have her support. So that's who I'm grateful for.
Okay. I'm going to just say the same thing. Otherwise, you make me look bad.
You do that every time, bro. Be your own man.
I need to just start going first, or you need to change your answer.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, what I am grateful for, I'm of course grateful for all of the above and what you just mentioned. But I am grateful for the old man. Because over the weekend, he worked overtime, worked an extra shift on Saturday, then turned up to my house. He helped me get, we were doing all these renovations and, fixing stuff and getting the property ready. He came out with a box of beers and jumped in that with me after doing overtime. And that just, that makes my life a lot easier. So shout out, Dad, if you're watching, or if you are watching to the end. And anybody else that is watching, tuned in, whatever, go back. We've got other episodes. Feel free to check them out. Leave us a comment. Leave us a question about this episode. And if you maybe have a story that you want to share, or you know somebody that does, reach out to us. You can get us at makingastatement.co.nz. You can also go and get our merch. We're wearing some at the moment, and we got Afterpay. So go check out our merch, makingastatement.co.nz. And outside of that, bro, is there anything you want to tune off with?
No, good.
No, just next time you're going to take that prize money home, eh? We on. That's Making a Statement podcast. Again, this has been an uncensored, unfiltered, unscripted, unedited conversation, and we're about breaking the stigma. We drop every Sunday at 8 o'clock, and if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for holding us down, ones and twos, Cuzzy DJ TJ, and Brother E.
Thank you for coming, boys, and bye. I'm Ethan.
Gonna happen as firefighter, ain't nobody putting it down. I'm holding it down, no common grounds. I'm making a statement is the way to claim that you're running the town.